But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
There it is.
Morning.
I think I'm good.
I think I'm good,
I
too.
think I'm all right as far as the sound goes. We've been lucky lately.
I'm a bit bassy.
Oh, you could count on that.
But I think it's my natural tone.
Yeah.
Jimmy, do you have a bass in your voice?
Probably.
Actually, I do have a little too much bass.
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's sort of... maybe it's just morning throat.
You think so?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
the hump day.
You know, I think you're right. Later on in the day, I don't have a bass in my voice.
By noon, everybody's talking like this.
Yeah, by noon, I'm a bit wimpy. I got a wimpier tone.
Everyone sounds much cooler very early in the morning.
Yeah. Damn. I could get things done with this voice.
Take care of some business.
Damn, I could get some business taken care of. Hey, I saw The Raven last night, which is John Cusack's new movie. And I'm always scared to see these movies before the guy comes in, because then you have to fake it if the movie sucks.
Well, that's true, yeah.
And I'll be honest, you have to, because the guy's there.
Yeah.
But we do it in a way that I think the listeners can pick up on it, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fake it, man. John Cusack's movie, The Raven, was really cool. I didn't know it was about Edgar Allan Poe, though. I didn't make that connection, The Raven and Edgar Allan Poe. But, I mean, it could have been another... What's wrong?
What's wrong? My shortcut isn't working.
Oh, wait, it's working.
Oh.
Now it's working.
Oh.
Now it's working.
Oh. Who is it about?
No, don't do this to me.
Who is it about?
A writer.
What's his name?
Some say one of the greatest writers.
Oh, the writer of the Macabre.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was macabre.
What's his name?
He's from Baltimore.
Is he?
Or the movie takes place in Baltimore.
Probably from Baltimore, then.
Is he from Baltimore? Did he spend some time in New York?
No, he lived and died in Baltimore.
Who?
Then he's not
Edgar.
Then he wasn't a great writer.
Edgar, no.
He wasn't a great writer then if he spent his whole life in Baltimore.
That's not true. There's lots of great things that come out of Baltimore.
Why wouldn't he move to New York at that point?
Babe Ruth was from Baltimore.
Did he move to New York?
After
There
he
you
was
go.
Austin.
There you go.
Okay, to advance his career.
Okay.
But back then, how long would it have taken to go from Baltimore to New York, you think? A month?
No, they had a train.
Did they have a train back when Edgar Allan somebody was living?
What's his
Maybe.
Who is it? The writer?
Edgar.
Edgar Allan.
No, Edgar.
Let me just get this out of the way. Edgar Allan Poe.
Ush. 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 Ush.
I don't know, man. I think we got too many new listeners. They don't know what this is.
You know what?
The old listeners
The old
know.
guard is giggling their little balls off.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Edgar Allan Poe wrote some dark shit, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
I think I tried to read some of his stuff growing up, and I just never really got into it. I know he's a great writer.
Yeah, I don't think he translates well with the children. It's a little long-winded for a kid, and the oldie time language kind of gets in the way a little bit.
Well, my girl and my kid, they fleed the living room.
Oh,
is that they fled or fled?
Fleeted it.
Fleeted it. I like to say
it.
fleeted it. They fleeted the living room. It's fucking early, man.
Fleeted it.
They fled.
I know. That,
I do know that word. They fled the living room because, like you just said, it's a bit macabre and dark.
Macabre.
And I've never seen more blood in a movie.
Your girl don't like the scary movies, I found out, right?
Scary movies.
Mentioned that in the past, that she really doesn't like scary movies. And you showed her one movie once that she thought wasn't going to be scary, and it was.
Oh, The Shining.
The Shining. How does she not know The Shining's not going to be completely
But
petrifying?
I also told her that Fargo is a comedy.
It kind of is.
But I really do believe Fargo's a comedy.
Yeah. So is she?
But the wood chipper scene was not much about comedy now, was it?
No. Oh, Jesus. Wood chipper.
No, quickly when we were dating, I decided to turn her on to some movies.
Yeah.
And one of the movies was The Shining.
Some of the classics.
And I was in a tiny little apartment, and the kitchen was right off the living room. And she's not one to do the dishes. And we were watching The Shining, and the opening scene with the fucking car going up the mountain with the music and shit.
Oh, that's creepy music.
Fuck, is this the creepiest music ever? Within 20 minutes, she didn't want to tell me yet that she is petrified of scary movies. I mean, petrified. She hates them.
She was trying to be a good egg.
Yeah, she was just trying to be cool because we're dating and stuff, and I'm excited about showing her The Shining. All of a sudden, she disappeared. I'm like, where the fuck is she? Because the lights were down. It was dark. She's in the fucking kitchen, keeping herself busy.
Oh, man. She
making
didn't
believe
wanna...
she had to, do something in there. But she was in there a long time.
Did you turn the movie off? Or did you watch the whole
I
thing?
don't remember. It's so many years ago.
I would pause it and go, waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're sitting there with an erection as the blood is pouring out of the elevator. She's like, what's wrong with this guy?
There's no reason she should be with me, because then there was another time where we're
You
eating...
could just stop before the because.
We're eating burritos, and she decided to fluff her little blanket she had on, and a mouse goes flying.
Oh, shit.
Another time she's eating food, and a mouse is literally on two legs, like looking up at her, wanting a little taste.
The mouse is in your bed?
No, remember no, that was in on the couch.
But that was the apartment, right? That was
The
just
apartment that
infested.
had, I had over 60 confirmed kills before I moved out. 60 kills for the Opster.
60 confirmed kills.
Anyway, she's like, I like Edgar Allan Poe. I read some of that shit growing up. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's check this movie out. Man, she took that kid and fled.
Yeah.
It is a dark movie. It's a murder mystery.
Yeah.
It's serial killer-ish.
His books weren't necessarily gory or anything. They were very suspenseful and such, but not really gory. So if you're used to reading the books and you're like, oh, that's cool, and you go to see the movie, you're probably going to be like, oh, geez, little blood.
When you think Edgar Allan Poe, you think Pit and the Pendulum, right?
The Pit and the Pendulum.
Well, guess what? They said to themselves, if we're going to make a Pit and the Pendulum scene, we're going to go all the fuck in,
so
okay? We're not fucking around here. So you can only imagine. I'm not giving anything away. I mean, it's pretty obvious they're going to do something with the Pit and the Pendulum, right?
I assume it gets used.
Yeah, I don't think there's that much blood in the human body. Let's just put it that way. Oh, my God.
Gets a little graphic.
But quickly, John Cusack coming in at 9 o'clock, and his new movie, The Raven. I liked it.
And did they do anything with the Telltale Heart? Telltale Heart.
Yeah, they do.
One of his stories.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to give away shit? What do you want me to do here?
No, I still want to see it.
Yeah, there's a heart scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is. What, other books and stuff?
A couple of Edgar Allan Poe stories when I was a kid. I remember.
Give me another one.
School or something. There's the other. Oh, fuck.
Nevermore.
The Raven. Yeah, the
Nevermore.
Raven. The Raven. It's nevermore.
It's about somebody who loves something and can't stop talking about it.
He's not raving about it. The Raven.
Oh, God. Did I really attempt to say fleeted?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can we have a redo?
No, you said fleed.
And then
Which ain't bad.
And then I went with
fleeted. Or fleeted.
I do know it's fled. I really do.
Fled. I like saying flood.
Flood.
I flood the scene. Right.
But, I mean, we only had one copy of this movie, so I fucked up the whole show because I kept the one copy. And then Jimmy's texting me. He wants the copy.
Yeah.
And then I was out and about, and then when I finally was ready to hand over the copy.
The copy.
And I don't know why. Jimmy's right. Jimmy got a little mad yesterday during a break with Roland, and you're absolutely right. We should bring it up. If these guys want us to see their movies, you got to give us more than one copy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It should be 3
What are they
copies.
paranoid about? I'll tell you this. I thought we produced the movie because
Really?
because they now they put like our names on the screen.
Yeah.
And it was across the middle of the screen, so I'm like, man, I think we might have produced this movie.
It looks good. Seeing our name up there in the credits in the middle of the movie.
Right. But for the entire movie, it says Opie and Anthony, so we're not going to get away with anything. So why wouldn't you just give us a few copies?
It's really irritating that it's probably the movie company.
Right.
But it's like, well, you guys want to promote your fucking movie. You got your guy out doing radio. You obviously want to promote this movie.
The fucked up thing with the movies are, if it gets out, it's everywhere. Like, it's a fucked up.
Right.
Now, it used to be if a movie got out and it was bootlegged, you had to pretty much find it on the street in a VHS.
Right.
Someone selling it at the tables somewhere. And that was the only way to really distribute it. And it never really got wide black market distribution. Now, the second it gets online, it just reproduces exponentially, and it's fucking everywhere.
like a true virus. Man.
Yeah. And anyone can do it.
It's funny you should say that because I got a doorman Let's say it's The Raven, because that's coming out soon. What, in about a week? All I see Jimmy knows the guy too, because you see him as well. I see him for literally 5 seconds. I get out of Kenny's car and he runs to the car. I don't need that service, but he does. And then we walk to the building together, right? Within that 5 seconds, he's like, "Hey man, I got The Raven. You need The Raven?" I'm just using The Raven as an example. He always has the movies that are coming out or just came out, and he goes, "It's not a bad copy either. There's a little talking. There's one head, but you don't notice it after a while."
Oh, what, a doorman's not allowed to enjoy a movie, too? What's the matter? Doorman can't just have a good time, I guess, right?
Seinfeld.
Doorman.
But he's got some kind of side business where, there's some bootlegging going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he's proud of the copies he gets. Yeah, this one's not bad. There's a little chatter in the beginning as people settle down, but after that, you don't even notice.
That's another Seinfeld episode where
Is it really?
bootleg the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the other.
I'm sorry. I got knocked down so bad with Jimmy with the bootleg movies, though. When I fucking showed him Star Trek, that's the end. That was the end of my bootlegging movies to show other people.
What was wrong with that copy?
It cut off the sides, the top, and the bottom of the movie.
Terrible. Forgot.
It was terrible.
It really was awful.
Oh, and it was jittery when they panned. Hey, where's the Enterprise going? Fire phases.
Yeah, we've all tried the bootleg movie, huh?
Yeah.
So frustrating. Like, God, why did I just go to a theater?
I know, I ruined it. Now I know the story, but I didn't see the fucking movie.
I didn't see it
properly.
Piece of shit, right? I'm a piece of shit. But they got a new thing, too. You got to put a code in.
Where?
I don't know, like a fucking a number pad thing comes up, and then you got to put the code in they gave you.
Are you shitting me?
So that number they're giving just to me. So they know that...
Wow, that's fucked up.
So I guess if you do get this bootleg copy, which goes back to Jimmy's point, why not give us 3 fucking copies with the number code? So I guess if you got, here it is right here. If you got this and you pop it in at home, you got to guess what code will start the movie.
Well, that could take a while.
But I'm sure there's guys out there that have the workaround for that as well.
Cracks.
I mean, Roland got mad at me because I just said they should give us 3 copies.
I got mad.
And he's like, that's all they have is 1 or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's not all they have is 1. He goes, well, that's what they told him. Like, he got kind of pissy about it. But I was like, but I'm not attacking you.
Well, I only get so much copies you would tell you mean.
I know Roland would give the copies up. I wasn't implying that he was keeping them.
Roland takes it very personally.
But that fucking movie
has
company...
nothing to do with Roland.
Yeah.
The movie company should do the right thing and give us copies, because now only one guy knows the movie.
Yeah, I'd love to find out who made that decision. I'd love to tell John Cusack, your movie is not going to get, it'll get promoted well.
Oh, boy.
But it won't get as good a promotion,
right? Because
you can't have 3 guys talking about it. It's a dumb thing to come.
I might have had the disc since April. Let me see the date on this.
Oh, no. See, that might be it.
April 9th. But besides that...
But it's still...
What day is today? It's the 18th.
Yeah,
I had this for 9 days.
It's inexcusable.
So,
but we shouldn't have to do that. It should still provide 3 copies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I'm a busy man. I'm trying to raise a son.
A busy man.
Maybe you should have gave it to Jimmy first. But that's okay. I think the movie's going to do really well. I saw in the paper that he's going to be at the Apple Store in Soho to discuss the movie. That's kind of cool.
Really? Yeah. Apple Store's starting to do shit like that?
Well, I mean, we were saying it yesterday with Vinny's book from the Jersey Shore. These guys have nowhere to go to promote their shit. So I even said yesterday, I bet you they start popping up in other places like coffee shops. And here you go, John Cusack at the Apple Store. That's
when is he
cool.
there?
I don't know. I only read like, a sentence of every
skim.
story.
Like to skim.
I'm a skimmer.
When?
Huh?
Today at 5.
Oh, it is
today. At 5.
Oh, so he'll be promoting that on our show.
What kind of rap does Cusack have as far as talk shows go? I heard things. I've heard things.
Well, you know what?
Now, let me tell you something.
You know what? I ain't putting up with any shit. I'll tell you right now.
We've been pleasantly surprised at other people that we thought may have been, But then everybody that comes here ends up pretty cool, except for that cunt Paris Hilton.
Yeah, I watched some interviews. He was cool. Like, he was good at answering the question. He can get political.
I know, and he is.
Oh, that's good.
Extremely left leaning.
Oh, good.
Extremely.
He must love.
Extremely.
And he must love what Ted
blogger.
Nugent said.
What did Uncle Ted say? I know. I heard Uncle Ted.
Look, I don't want any shit from this guy. I'm telling you right now. I leave my attitude at that door. He better do
He's
the
an
same.
Obama guy.
No, he actually
He can't be an Obama guy if he's.
He's probably disappointed in Obama.
He's probably Obama's not going too far enough.
That's the last thing he said. He said he was extremely disappointed that Obama had not done a better job of something like, I'm paraphrasing, but righting the wrongs of the Bush administration.
Right. Oh, boy.
Paraphrasing.
I do not want politics to be brought up.
Come on, man. Let's do this.
Oh, God,
Let's do this.
He's here to promote his
You have
movie.
a strong point. He has a strong point. Let's do this.
I'm tired of arguing my dumb ass point.
People are going to see The Raven. Who cares? Let's do this today. Let's do this.
And he's a kickboxer.
Yeah?
I read that in the prep sheet.
No way.
20 years.
Shut up.
Right or wrong?
That's what it said. I read it.
So why can't he be a kickboxer for 20 years?
Yeah, exactly.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I just go think of him as that little kid in 16 Candles.
I should have brought a movie in for him to sign or something, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really should have. He's really famous.
I know.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Con Air. He was in Con Air, remember? You don't think about him because he wasn't on the plane.
I love the one with the Stephen King movie he did where that was a fucking scary
that
film,
one.
man.
1401.
Room 1401 or whatever. That scared the
Was
shit
that
out of
good?
me. Yeah, it scared
I liked that movie. People say, 1408. Whatever, a couple of doors down.
Yeah.
That people were like, that movie sucked. I liked it. It was pretty fucking creepy.
It scared me.
Samuel L. Jackson at the beginning was real funny.
There was some very frightening moments in
Very scary. I don't like those weird ghostly looking people looking at him all weird and then jumping out the fucking window.
Really?
Oh, it
We're gonna
was
have to watch
scary.
that.
It did have a Shining kind of a thing going with it a
course
little
it
bit.
did.
The hotel fucking haunted. Ooh, scary.
He was in High Fidelity?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was his movie.
I like that movie.
His movie, man.
I forgot he was in that.
every
He's the guy. Better Off Dead.
I
It's
forgot.
great.
Yeah, but it could have been any guy, just like the movie.
$2.
What else was he in?
Hot Tub Time Machine. Oh, boy.
All right.
Give me that, Sam.
Say
Let's
anything.
do a little bit of
We know
peeking
to say
around.
anything.
He was
Yeah.
good in Identity. Did you see Identity?
If you're a child of the 80s, like we are,
Which you're not.
you know
We're so
John Cusack
children
movies.
of the 80s, Sam.
Incorrect.
You know the Cusack
Yeah,
movies.
of course you do.
Being such a child of said 80s.
You know them because you remember them like they were yesterday.
Oh,
He's in that
God.
Pacino movie.
Which one?
My chip.
What's that? Where he played where Pacino played the mayor, I think. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh,
He was in that. Let me see.
yes.
Oh, he was in Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. That was 97. I can't believe that was so many years ago.
Wow.
Con Air. He's been in a lot of fucking movies. City Hall was called.
City Hall.
Can I take a phone call? We're learning more about him.
Bullets
And
for
I'm
Broadway.
telling you, we're going to do this today.
Oh,
Let's
no.
do this. Eric in Colorado.
Oh, no.
Tell Anthony what you know. Oh, shit. Go ahead, Eric. Hold on, Eric. Start over.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
Cusack, hardcore anti-gun.
Oh, fuck. We're going to do this
Really?
today.
Anti-Second Amendment
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Constitution?
Look at that. Now you just sat up a little
did.
straighter in your
I
chair.
did.
You're ready to do this. You're ready to do this today.
I
Most
just want him to
people-
promote his movie.
Most people very liberal against.
Come on,
Yes,
in.
yes.
Come on. Let's bring up guns. Let's bring up Obama.
Oh, God. No.
The tax thing.
Oh, God.
The Ted Nugent thing. You got to say you completely agree with what Ted said yesterday.
Oh, and I'm wearing
This is gonna be good.
I'm wearing the hat from my range that I go to. It's got a target, like a crosshair on the front. And
You ready to do this today?
Oh my
I don't know.
Come on, let's do this.
What time is he getting in?
You want to get loose?
What time is he getting here?
9 o'clock.
All right.
Do some stretches.
Hey, John. So, politically, you're just a tad left-leaning.
Yes, but I'm here for my movie. This isn't a political discussion, you idiot. So let's get back to the Raven.
No, we got like mix the politics in as we talk about the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, The Raven.
Ask him if Edgar Allan Poe would have voted for a guy like Obama.
You know what?
That could start it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you want to do this today?
Ravens are black. So is the president. Now, John, we are in such a violent movie. This is a very violent, bloody movie. Isn't that a tad hypocritical of you, being so anti-gun? What's the difference?
Well, nobody ever threw a movie at somebody and killed him. Some guy in Cleveland didn't just kill his wife and kids with him by throwing a movie at him. You know?
John, shut up.
What? I'm just being John. I like being John. It's fun. It's better than being Jim.
Anything but Jim. Is this him ripping Obama's imperial presidency?
Yes.
Wow.
See, I told you he wouldn't be an Obama guy.
Let's listen to a little bit. I want a little taste here of the Cusack.
All right.
Political race this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are you thinking?
I don't know.
How are you feeling?
I sort of feel like there's some kind of Rubicon line issues that I hope
big words.
are addressed that
I'm
don't
out
have
of
to
this.
do with your
It's like Comic-Con, but for Rubik's Cubes.
Some of the issues that the Obama administration has with due process and with the assassination of American citizens. This speech by Eric Holder, I think, are deeply troubling.
Oh, you mean
I
the
think that's
terrorist?
beyond left and right. But from a civil libertarian point of view, the excesses of the Bush administration, I think he had a constitutional obligation to correct that.
Oh, if he's a
And
civil
I don't think
libertarian,
they
he
have.
should be.
pause that real
I think
quick?
that's deeply
He should be
troubling
for the Second Amendment.
But this is so weird. Like when you hear a guy say like
Obligation
why do I get like
to,
a little annoyed when I hear that? Like it's like we take politics so personally.
Yeah.
It's like that's just his view. He's not.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's weird when you hear that. You immediately like
get
I want to go.
angry.
Yeah, but what about?
I know, you get very angry.
But why
right?
do I want to do
You're
that?
right.
Like he's not. He's just saying what he thinks. Like who
his
gives
point
a
of
fuck?
view.
Yeah. But I it's immediate that I get that reaction. Like what about Awalaki was a fucking terrorist? Fuck him. But so what?
An American citizen, when you're treasonous against your country.
No, but yeah, of course. But fuck that guy. I'm glad they killed him.
Some would say that he would probably should have been arrested and had due process.
Sure.
And you know, it's an American citizen. Others would say he's treasonous against his country during it is a time of war, regardless of whether Congress has to approve it or not. It seems to be a little thing of the past. But yeah, it is a touchy situation, that whole thing. Even I think like. I'm all for it. Go ahead, blow his fucking dumb ass up. But then you do start thinking like, is it right? Is it as far as the Constitution goes? Is it right? I don't know where I stand on that whole thing. Tell you the truth. Personally, yeah, do it up. But as a civil libertarian,
Maybe the Qs will win you over.
I think me and Cusack got a lot. I think we got a lot in common politically.
Okay.
More so than you might think. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's why we have to get into it.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Civil
we're doing
libertarians.
this today.
Yes.
I find them to
Don't
be.
change your dial.
I find them to be irritating because I don't think. And again, real ones are fine, but I find that a lot of the ones today, they think they're fighting a civil liberties battle by complaining about airport security, and it drives me fucking nuts.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it's like, where are you defending all these guys? Even though it's not a government thing, where are you defending these guys who are saying they're not sticking up for them? They're targeting the airport. They gotta go through a third.
Right.
Let
Let me ask
about his movie.
Let me ask you a question about John Cusack.
Oh.
So he's very anti-gun, right?
I don't know. I've heard that from one caller.
Oh. Oh, wow. We just. Oh, yeah.
We
right.
really do zip it right around. And
According to Eric in Colorado.
yeah.
Let's say he is, though, right?
Uh-huh.
In this Raven movie, he's got a gun. He's shooting a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
What movie was he in? The Gross Point Blank?
Yes.
There's a lot of guns in that movie.
A lot of gunplay in that, but it's a character.
Well, that's what I want to ask you. How do you feel about that? Because if you're anti-gun and you're shooting guns in movies, isn't that influential in a way?
I don't know. I think
Is it hypocritical or is it not?
I think it's showing like you put the gun in the movie to increase the action and so you're using the fact that guns are out there,
Right.
in a movie to kind of bring people in.
But some of these actors or actresses have power. I mean, the famous one is Drew Barrymore.
Yes, on Charlie's Angels.
Completely, well, besides Charlie's Angels, completely against guns. So when they remade E.T., she was able to fucking get the guns out of all the feds' hands. And,
They removed her tits in that movie, too. Did you notice?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they digitally took out her tits because she didn't have any tits.
She was 5, Aunt. She was 5.
See, I
she
really
was
thought
younger
Spielberg
then.
went much too far.
No, she was younger.
With his editing.
Wow, we had good chemistry right there.
Oh, that's great.
Fuck, that was like 98. All over again.
98. Oh, my God.
And you're right. Then Charlie's Angels, which she just fucked that franchise. They should have been on their 10th fucking Charlie's Angels movie by
no
now.
one cared.
But they try to make that without guns, right?
Yeah.
And it was all karate shit instead. They were trying to
very anti-gun. She's very anti-gun.
But she decided, look, I hate guns, so I got an influence here. I'm going to make sure that I use my influence to keep guns out of movies. And it failed miserably for her, I think.
Most people that are anti-gun have never fired one, and really.
Oh God, I am building this up. This is like a wrestling story right now.
Is it? Is it?
We like the Big O and Dukes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
This guy, Matt Bishop, who I think is very reliable.
Bishop?
I know the Matt Bishop. He writes on the instant feedback that Big O and Dukes considered him. Do you want me to read this?
Please.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll whisper in case he's listening. They considered him the biggest asshole they ever interviewed.
Wow.
To the point Chad Duke walked out on his own show.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Well, maybe they were dicks.
Are they doing their show right now? They're in one of those 25-minute commercial breaks. I haven't called the show. I want to find out.
I don't know if they do. They might be afternoons.
Are they afternoons?
I want to say the 3 to 7 in DC.
No.
Well, Big O and
not
Dukes
on-
aren't on the air.
They're doing podcasting because JFK took them off.
Why?
They went sports.
Jesus Christ.
They do a good show.
What is wrong with the radio industry? That now,
stinks.
Now we need 5 fucking sports talk stations
Well,
in one town.
because one worked, and then everybody goes, please pile on the idea.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Well-
John Cusack apparently stated that he supports gun control and supports suing gun manufacturers when he did the movie Runaway Jury.
That's what the website said.
Yeah.
All right. So, again,
and it's a
we don't
message
really have
board
any
website.
confirmation. It's a message board website. Bloody, blah.
He's very
We just
left-wing.
throw bullshit out there.
We obviously
he's-
got to
he's-
ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way to. If he's going to be here, you might as well just ask him.
I want to ask him about Shameless because his sister's in Shameless. You watch Shameless?
No.
No.
That show is the fucking shit, man. And Joan Cusack is twisted.
Yeah.
She is twisted. She's playing a great character for Shameless.
Oh, I've seen a few episodes. That's
You
the one
like
with
Shameless?
William H. Macy, right?
Yeah, who was in and we had a good time with. I'm
Yes.
kind of bummed he didn't come back to promote the current season.
He's a busy man, I'm sure.
But
Yeah, I have seen that.
you
It's
saw the
pretty goddamn
dildo
good.
scene. Joan Cusack's dildo scene.
No, I did not see that one.
She likes the dildos.
Oh.
Yeah, she's into the dildos. Her character is.
I will say that on the prep sheet, it says Kevin Hart got divorced. Off the subject, his wife asked for $90,000 a month.
Oh, my God.
Oh my
The
god.
set of balls. How do they justify that?
All I'm thinking of is, wow, he's doing good.
Wow, right?
That makes you a little happy, doesn't it?
I don't want
You
to see
guys
her.
are twisted. You don't like when your friends do well.
No, it's amazing to. So I'm going to guess that she's asking for half.
So 90 a month would give you $1 million a year, right?
Oh, yes, 900. That's right, a little over
900 and then another what, 18 in there. So you're
Yeah.
talking $1.8 million.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily just getting half of his shit. That's above and beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Because women get like this fucking, it's not even alimony anymore. It's support or whatever the fuck it is. And then above and beyond that, there's the material marital property, which gets divvied up.
Right.
For some reason, you got to take half the shit, and then he's got to continue paying with the shit he gets to keep. It doesn't make any sense.
And then you're officially never really divorced
oh,
because you
weird.
continue to have to pay.
Yeah.
We've done that break a million times.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
I'm all for the women making out fairly.
Fair is one thing.
Fairly.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
raping the guy, Jesus.
That's just gone crazy.
I mean, the Hulk Hogan one is the best one ever.
yeah.
Where Linda never fucking took a bump in the ring, and she's got his house, his
Yeah.
amazing house that he was able to either build. He might have built it from scratch. I don't know. And then he has to drive by
Drive in the boat as his little
and
dog
cry.
is there and cry. And
I mean, we laugh, but we can relate. We can understand why the guy's crying.
what you gonna do?
All right. We got the Chad Dukes on the line. Hey, Chad.
Boys, how are you?
Good morning. How do we hear your podcast for the people out there?
Oh, well, this is phenomenal. BigOandDukes.com. Actually, we were one of the shows to try to send you guys a demo for the Golden Ticket. We sent our intern up there just to sit in the vestibule, and he was told by Steve the Bear that you guys, unfortunately, weren't doing that promotion any longer. But, yeah, BigOandDukes.com. Anybody that listens to O&A that wants to check it out.
Well, I'll tell you this before we get to why we asked you to call. We are playing, segments from all our friends out there. So you should send in some segments that we could run on the weekend.
Speaking of segments, you guys were just talking about Hulk Hogan. I just was listening to the segment, V-Rock's List of Heroes, on where I believe Anthony wipes his asshole after you guys printed out the list off MySpace, the heroes and Hulk Hogan was very near the top of that list, from what I recall.
Oh.
Yeah, E-Rock loves the Hulk Hogan.
But then E-Rock got all choked up.
Yeah.
Talking about that.
I
The
made
Hulkster.
I made sure I
God,
was
he
removed
did.
from his list.
Yeah, you got yourself removed. You did everything in your power.
I don't like all that attention. It's awkward.
Well, you were number one, I believe. I believe you were
Yes.
weren't you either above dear old dad.
God, E-Rock, what were you thinking back then? Like, regardless, even if you do and respect him and everything, like, that's fine, but you don't write it down. How uncomfortable does that make everyone?
That's why I had to destroy him. I had to destroy it. It was just too uncomfortable.
Why?
really
You're his
was.
hero. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a boy working with his hero.
E-Rock, where was I for real? Second behind your dad?
Yeah, you were. You were number 2. No, wait. You might have been 3.
No, he was number 2.
Probably 2.
I think he was 2.
Yeah, it was Dad, Hulk Hogan, and
Oh, Dad, Hulk Hogan, and Opie. Oh.
Oh, you adult.
Just kind of a drop off there, isn't there?
Not in his mind.
But
yeah, 8 years later, it's still.
all right, look,
Still stings.
we get along. We're good. We're good now, right?
You're off my cell phone too, so it's all right.
He's just saying that. He just texted me yesterday.
Yeah.
Shut
Hey,
up.
are you reading this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You want me to read
See
the
the
text?
news?
you sent me?
Watching the news?
Yeah, watching the news? No, I'm not. What?
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
We're going to interview John Cusack today for the new movie The Raven, which I saw last night and I liked. I do want to say that much.
Now we're doing a little reconnaissance here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we? Someone. You probably don't even know why we're calling. Someone basically wrote that you walked off your own show and you consider him the biggest asshole you've ever interviewed. Oh, that's what we wanted to ask you about.
Oscar, the guy I do the show with, is like a huge John Cusack mark. Like, I enjoyed Con Air, like I can appreciate John Cusack, but Can't Hardly Wait, where he's holding what's the movie where he's holding the boombox over his head?
Say anything.
Say anything. Yeah.
Thank you. So Oscar thinks this movie is like the fucking Godfather, like the way you guys talk about raging.
God.
He loves it. So at the end of the interview, like, we put up with this guy's bullshit. He talks about whatever shitty movie he'd made for like 8 minutes straight. And then Oscar makes one reference towards that movie, trying to tell John Cusack how much he liked it. And the guy could not have been more revolted. He could not have been a bigger dick about it. So I said, man, it's. I know, I understand you're a big movie star. I understand you probably get tired of being asked about this flick. But Jesus Christ, Cooter from the Dukes of Hazzard drives around in the Generalese, so people just know who he is. I mean, for God's sake, take your fame, a little less seriously. And
Wow. Oh, man. So if we bring up, like, other movies, he's not going to be very happy about it? Is that what?
I mean, this was 4 or 5 years ago when we were actually relevant, so I'm not sure.
I'll never understand that. You're in a huge movie. I would A, would love to be in a huge movie, and B, I would love to be asked about it for the rest of my life. What's wrong with that? I don't get that.
You were in a huge video movie when you're asking those 2 gay kids when Lady Gaga was coming out of the front of XM, when you're screaming, "Don't you know who I am?" That was
yeah. Well, people kind of enjoy that video for some reason. They really do enjoy that one.
Yeah,
fucking asshole.
Do you remember the traveling virus in Washington, D.C.? You guys came down. You were nice enough to come over. Everybody's over. Saggett's over there. And I was trying to make a reference to role-playing games online. So I was trying to make a reference to World of Warcraft. But I said, wow, during our live broadcast.
Oh, boy.
You guys thought that I meant bumper stickers. And it bombed so bad.
Oh, no.
Our own radio show during the live broadcast.
Sorry about that. Hey, are you making money off the podcast?
A little bit. I had to pay money in taxes this year for the first time, so that was nice.
All right. Yeah, that world's coming together, so hang in there.
One of the elite.
I was trying to make a Cats and Hats reference. I was trying to make an Everquest reference. And I said, wow. And Anthony looked at me like I was the biggest piece of shit in the world, and I wanted to hang myself.
That'll happen.
Well, now you get to explain what happened that day.
Yeah, see? It's always better and funnier when you explain it.
Hey, you guys do that rap? Oh, God, if it wasn't you, it's gonna be awkward. But
okay.
Do you do the rap about superheroes without their masks on?
Yeah.
God, is that a funny fucking bit? I heard that online, man.
I wish it was a bit. It's so nice of you. But yeah, if you look at the Avengers poster, it's Captain America and an Iron Man and Thor and all these guys. They're not wearing a goddamn mask. It's not like they have an identity protect at all. It's just so stupid. Like, wouldn't all the supervillains go and then just cut their hearts out as soon as they knew who their real names and faces were?
Yeah,
hence the disguise.
Forgotten that.
But then they go through all these movies where all of a sudden the superhero decides he has to have his mask off.
It's really stupid. I mean, it's a way funnier probably when you listen to it than just...
Oh, no, it's honestly a 10, 15-minute bit, but it was pretty clever, and it made me laugh pretty hard. So
They probably just want the girls to see him.
That's Chip, Chad.
I'm aware of who Chip is.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I just need my L having Chip talk to me on the phone right now.
All right, so what do you think with John Cusack? We'll do all right?
I think he's a dickhead. I think you guys will do I think you boys will do just fine talking to him, absolutely. I don't know if Anthony will be shooting guns with him after the show. But
No, huh? I hear, now I hear he's not a big gun guy, but he's a libertarian, he says. But
how about we bring up just guns?
Well,
let's go with the gun thing.
I think we just let him babble about his movie for 8 minutes straight, and
get him out of here,
and then talk to him about other movies that he was in, so he could get mad.
And that'll be his cue to get the hell out of here.
Unfucking comfortable.
Yeah, man. Why wouldn't you want to talk about Say Anything?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm sure you guys promoted whatever movie he was in for, and then you get a little taste of the Say Anything year.
Yeah.
When we talk about when we were actually on radio that came out of people's speakers on our little podcast, we'd never get angry about that. I mean, that's about as relevant as our show was ever going to be. And just if anyone wants to talk about it, I just know when you guys talk about it on your radio show and people come up and they want to talk about you locking women in 50-gallon drums, it's not like you get pissed off when people want to do that.
Don't bring that shit up.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
We remember the good old days when we used to do stuff.
Yeah.
We can't do stuff anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's why we're mad.
Yeah, Cleveland.
That's right.
Cleveland
coming up,
we
people.
got Cleveland.
Holy macaroni.
A week from Friday, we'll be broadcasting live. Afternoons, though. Or one afternoon. I know. One afternoon, we're broadcasting live. A week from Friday.
And the guys will be here for all of Friday. They get to stay all of Friday. Our staff
gets to Saturday morning.
Gets to stay all of Friday.
Oh, Jesus.
Just thank you, buddy.
The amount of money this company just throws around. They literally saved $300 million the other day. You would think maybe they could fucking get these guys a hotel room for Saturday night so they could see Jimmy perform. That's the whole reason we're going up there. Chad, our whole staff has to leave after our live broadcast. They're not allowed to stay for the reason why we're going up there.
I was beyond
And Opie and Anthony were supposed to go home, but they were embarrassed into paying for a room for an extra night.
Oh, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
I would have told them to go fuck themselves
crazy.
if they had tried that shit on me.
Shit crazy.
I can't wait to podcast, Chad. I'm going to be right there with you, buddy.
You boys are unbelievable. It's funny, we were broadcasting live from WrestleMania, and I went over to the set of Busted Open, which I believe is the Sirius XM wrestling show they sent.
Oh.
And they said, yeah, they sent us instead of Sam and E-Rock. And I said, oh, that's very interesting, boys.
Instead.
That's what they said?
Meanwhile, E-Rock's there fucking not seeing anything, having to crane his neck to look at the big screen.
He had to turn completely around.
He had to turn around.
No one else could eat because he had to run through the concession stands first.
Plus, he had to spend half his pocket money to get there.
His pocket
He
money,
spent a lot of pocket money.
He's got it.
Thank God he has big pockets.
Oh, yeah.
Does E-Rock buy, you think he buys, programs and stuff when he's
Definitely. Yeah. He's wearing a WrestleMania sweatshirt today. He buys tons of stuff. He's got it, though.
Sam, you're a wrestling aficionado, right?
Yeah.
Who has bigger jeans, Haystack Calhoun or E-Rock?
Oh. I mean...
It's close, though, right?
It's really close.
I don't think that's what you meant by pockets.
What?
I mean, I would say probably E-Rock because he wears them a little baggy.
You ever see Haystack Calhoun?
Oh, yeah. They're very tight.
All right. Hey, Chad, good luck to you guys. It's a shame. You're one of the, you're one of those shows that just got fucked in this new world of radio. So a lot of guys deserve to be off the radio. Let's be honest with each other. I don't like when anyone loses their radio job for bullshit reasons, but then you got shows like, Chad's show it's just a sin you're not on regular radio.
Boys, I can't explain to you what this means to me. You guys, Ryan, Fez, Sam, and E-Rock, I can't explain to you how long I've been
drop off that was. Holy shit.
Oh.
How dare you?
And by the way, I can't get you a job here. And the reason is because they just like giving, radio shows to big-time celebrities, so I'm sorry.
Big
I'm sorry
stars.
that, guys that actually know how to do radio aren't allowed to be hired here.
Yeah.
I had a conference call with Jeremy Coleman when my contract was up, and I spoke with him, and he said...
What? What? What'd you say? Jeremy Coleman, yes.
I said that we had a conference call, and he said that we were actually good in the talk radio department when I spoke with him. Is that true, do you think?
What do you mean you're good?
No, not we're good. You guys are good.
It's like, no, don't worry, we're good.
Oh!
Yeah.
Exactly.
What? There's 2 shows. It's us and Howard, I think.
That's all you need, though, really.
What other talk shows are there for real?
That are actually done by people who do radio?
Yeah.
0.
Ron and Fez?
Ron and Fez,
Yeah,
sorry.
But that's not even But that's not even in the talk department. We're not in the talk department.
We're
That's
not.
true, we're not.
No.
Toucher and Rich. I'm not Toucher Rich. Covino and Rich.
Covino and Rich. There's one show. And Jay Thomas. There's 2 shows.
Oh, Christ.
Jay Thomas does have Ira.
That's true.
Yeah.
So they said they said we're good in that department?
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's how much confidence they have in Sam. I have to admit he's doing a very good job.
Oh, yeah.
It really was.
Sam gets, every show.
Were you willing to do shows for free?
Yeah.
They will hire people if you do shows for free and give up your name. Is that good?
Yeah.
So you give up your name.
And archives.
Some people might have had to give up the rights to their own name.
Their
they came
own
up
name.
with, and not get paid so they could be heard.
And the stuff they did before.
That might have happened.
What?
Will you have to go out as prime rib Sam Roberts when you leave here? They just...
Wait. You had to give up the name Primetime Sam?
No. I didn't have to.
I
That's
can't
why
wait
I've
till
been
he does, though.
adamant about using Sam Roberts.
I
Because
think-
nobody else can own that. It's mine before.
Your name.
It's my name.
That might have happened, or it was, argued back and forth, and maybe this certain person was able to, in the end, keep his name, but not get paid to do the show.
Prime numbers?
Yeah,
Sam
something like
Roberts?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they want your name. Oh, they want your name. They wanted his name.
Oh, my God.
Look at Jimmy's
For nothing.
face.
It's
They
what he
wanted
does for a
his-
living.
They wanted his name?
They wanted. I don't know how it worked out in the end. I'll be honest with you, because then one of these guys, they always march down the hall after the show and tell me what actually happened.
It's one of their over-aggressive contracts. Just fucking lawyer shit.
And
It
of
was-
the show, the name of the show.
They wanted to own the name of the show and not pay him.
I heard that
or
happen
pay him
with-
very little.
With one of the bigger name guys, too, who they got on the channel or whatever, and he was like, I'm like, you're not owning anything. And I don't even know if they got him on the channel or if it cost them the deal.
Oh.
But just more of the shitty lawyering.
So, all right, Chad.
Thanks, buddy.
Chad Dukes, everyone.
Thanks,
Love
man.
you so much. Thank you so much.
What's the website again for the podcast?
BigOandDukes.com. If anybody wants to check us out, we used to do evenings when you guys did middays on WJFK in Washington, D.C. We're not as good as you, but we're in the same ballpark at least. And Jimmy, DC Improv, I bought tickets even though we had a live event that day. I missed you. Well, we'd love to get you on next time, bud.
Yeah, definitely. I talked to one of your buddies. He told me what happened, so no problem, man. Anytime.
All right. I love you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
A little more info on the Cusack situation. That was good. Yeah. He walked off his own radio show. The biggest dick ever. All right. Biggest asshole ever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
What, Jimmy? I just laughed now. I just laughed.
Oh, that's that. I can't even believe.
Oh, no, I'm not even saying that.
Oh, no, that's got me.
What? What?
That they tried to keep his name.
Oh, you didn't know that one?
No.
Oh.
I don't know how it worked out in the end, so because someone will set me right, trust me. But it was absolutely discussed that they wanted his name
And the name of his show.
I think in the end he won that, but he didn't win the salary thing. So I think he does radio for free.
It was definitely a
Does he do radio
dispute.
for free?
I don't know what he makes, but it was definitely a dispute.
God, that's so stupid.
Like, it was not like a, will you? No, I won't. Okay, no problem.
I know
it was
so-
a conversation.
I know someone else that they reassigned here actually loses money to do her show.
Oh, well, I think we can figure out who that
She
is.
loses money to do her show. That's the deal they gave her.
It's amazing when you're dealing with. I've had to go back and forth with a lawyer about this thing I'm shooting. Little just nonsense things that should be, and it's amazing how these guys will cling to something.
Oh no, Jimmy.
Oh, God bless.
How these guys will cling to something.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
But I'm very frustrated with dealing with this thing. I was tempted to walk away from shooting the special. I'm not going to. But there's one little point that's annoying me so much. Not with that. No.
You're just talking about lawyers in general, right?
Yes. Nothing to do with serious.
Oh, they're the worst.
Yeah. With another company.
They're completely.
Oh,
ruining.
you're all stuffy now,
yes,
Jimmy.
You hear
Norton.
me? My effort.
Oh, what happened?
They're completely ruining creativity.
Everything.
What are you, an African American? I know.
It's not funny. That's racial.
Oh,
don't do racist stuff here.
I wish we were off the air right there because he'd have said something really funny. I bet.
I don't go for that stuff.
No, of course not.
But I think it's acceptable that these guys have to fly home Saturday morning at what? First flight out too, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, if I gotta leave Saturday, I've got to check out of the hotel.
Would you have stayed?
You're fleeing the state. Is what it is. You guys literally have to flee the state.
Would you guys have stayed Saturday? Like on Sunday?
Yeah, I would think so. It's gonna be fun.
How many hours are you going to be in Cleveland officially? You think?
Not 24.
Not even 24 hours.
You're like on a mission. It's like a mission.
How do they feel? How do they think this is acceptable?
It's probably like 20,
because I'll tell you, it's not fun, guys. Like
to save what? A mere 120 per room, maybe 130.
It's just terrible, dude. It's fucking terrible.
And then they just throw millions around for nonsense here and there.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to maybe sort of taking care of an employee, they can't do it. Why can't they do it?
I don't know.
It's so weird to me.
It's not about wasting money or hey, throw away $5,000 here and there. It really isn't. No one. It's like the guys. First of all, would all have stories to come back with. They would all have fucking audio they would get.
Isn't it about $500 we're talking about?
Yeah, not even.
Yeah,
they're trying to save $500
for. It's less than that.
So you guys fly in for the broadcast, and the point I'm trying to make to the guy, I'm like, look. You guys got to stop thinking it's just about the broadcast. If we're in a city or somewhere else, that whole weekend is material for the show.
Yeah, it's Monday. Because you do
because they
Friday's
didn't want to pay for us, and I'm like, no, we're still here because it's material for the show. They didn't want to pay for our Saturday shit for the show.
If you have the whole staff in Cleveland for the whole weekend, Monday's show is finished.
Right,
it's done.
It writes itself.
Even more than Monday, probably leaning. We'll push some of the material into Tuesday,
right? Because there'll be. All of us are never together.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
But all it makes me, honestly...
But they do this to everyone, by the way.
Yes.
That's why I like bringing this shit up, because a lot of people around here are too scared to speak up. A lot of people flew to the Super Bowl to do their shows and then had to fly back. They didn't have a ticket.
It makes you not want to include them in anything, because I understand saving money and a company's job is to make money, and they can't be... I do understand that, but like you said, when you see other stuff happening, it's like, you know what? I would rather just not have...
But I don't even know if it's saving money, because then they'll turn around and make a dumb deal for a dumb show that after the press release, no one will even know about. Like they get a big bump in a press release, and then a week or two, you don't even know about these people.
I bet Haystacks smelt bad.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, just looking at that picture.
What about under the titties?
Oh, God, that's what I mean. He just looks.
Where do you think he smelled the worst?
Oh, I think see that
skin tags probably stunk.
Oh, God.
See that roll? What I like to call the second armpit.
The side roll.
It's the side roll of fat.
Second armpit.
That makes the second armpit underneath the armpit.
You think that smells worse than his taint?
Oh well, no. Without having to go into a sexual place, because his asshole and taint is beyond anything that could be measured.
He can't even wipe that shit.
Is he dead?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he has to be.
What about the fat flaps that go like over the bottom of the knee? Like where the thigh comes down.
It just collects a world of hurt.
Behind the knees could fucking get a little,
a little
rancid,
gamey.
A little gamey.
Well,
especially after a big match.
I think the worst is that big fold of fucking blubber that hangs over the genitals and just sweats and gets a rash and fucking.
I got one that beat you.
Where?
The deep belly button.
Oh, yeah,
Imagine
man.
what that smells like.
Imagine going in there with a big spoon and just sniffing what comes off.
It's probably a good 20 degrees warmer in there just from the bacteria living and moving.
Speaking of smells, and I meant to text and / tweet Jim Norton. I smelled the bottom of my electric toothbrush, you motherfucker.
It's awful, right?
Holy
God.
shit.
I wash mine every time I brush my teeth. I wash my toothbrush and I dry it.
Holy fuck. I mean, if you haven't done that yet, oh my God.
Smell the bottom.
Oh my God. Especially when you have it in that base.
Oh, that
Smell
base.
the base of your toothbrush holder.
I wash
worst,
mine
man.
constantly now.
Disgusting.
Now I'm scrubbing it.
I'll wash it with soap and water. Not every time, but I always wash it. Every time I use it, I fucking rinse with water, and I towel dry it so it's not collecting.
You're not a Mr. Bungle.
No, I'm not.
Very good.
That's right. I'm a gallant, not a goofus.
He washes his electric toothbrush. Good boy, Jimmy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Bungle leaves it wet.
Yes, he does. And stinky.
Yes, he does.
Speaking of smells, we need girls with their periods to show up in Cleveland.
What
yes.
a segue.
Yeah.
Jimmy swears he could smell, he could figure out if a girl's on her period by her smell.
But then again, I don't know if I could do it to somebody who I don't have a sexual history with, but I'll try. But you can't wear deodorant because it's your pits.
Yeah.
I'm not going to smell your pussy. I'm going to smell your pits. So you can't wear deodorant.
So we need a few girls.
Yeah, like if you have your period, or even if you don't, because you'll need some that don't too, but definitely if you have your period.
You're doing kind of a pregame show, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you should be trying to
Find people.
Yeah. But get the word out, ladies.
I hope we have people come.
Yeah, ladies. There'll be a good prize for you. What is it? Is there a
Yeah,
prize?
we'll
I don't know.
figure
Figure something
I'm
out.
sure we'll have to go to an ATM.
Oh, of course we will. Of course we will.
Jesus.
We have to get our own prize money for our own show.
Like we haven't in the past? Many times? Huh?
To pull out your wallet.
Yeah. I'd rather pull out my wallet and pay for you guys to stay another day.
I told you I wanted to do that, and then it was just the airfare switches were too much because you have to pay $150 per ticket to switch plus the difference in airfare.
Right.
So it came for the whole thing was like $2,500, and it was just too much.
Jeez.
Yeah, for four
Too
guys.
much.
Just terrible.
All right.
Man.
So we got John Cusack promoting The Raven. We also have Kevin Hart coming in soon.
Kevin's here at 8.
Nice. What movie is he promoting?
It's Steve Harvey's book, actually, which was a massive bestseller. Think Like a Man, I think it was called.
Okay.
And I got to drive down Broadway and see dumb Kevin's fucking picture on a gigantic Broadway sign on top of a building.
Yep.
Look up and see his charming smile.
Got
Makes
a
me sick.
big movie coming out.
Yeah. Oh, he makes me sick.
What's his movie?
It's called Think Like a Man.
Right? Okay. Yeah, I'm confused because I saw 5-Year Engagement, and he has a pretty big role in that movie.
Yeah. He's a good actor, actually. I hate to say that, but
He does all right.
you hate to see your friends doing really well, but he can act.
Yeah, so Kevin Hart, very excited that he's going to be here today, and also Amy Schumer stopping in, and John Cusack.
How about Amy Bootsma?
Oh, because shoes. That's a... No.
She went out on it, you fat fuck.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Serious
Mother's Day is coming up. What are you going to do? Give her a stupid card you picked up from a gas station, you zilch? Take her out for the same rotten food poisoning dinner at the Pickle Garden? The fact is, guys are dumb when it comes to this stuff. You know it's your job to buy a gift for your wife if you have young kids? It's very important, so what are you going to do? Well, take our advice. Head to Steven Singer. He's the guy that's going to make you look like a hero. And he's not a hero. He's a zilch of a man, but he makes other people look good. That's the beauty of him. It's easy. He's got a beautiful selection of gifts, perfect for Mother's Day. I mean, you know this show's relationship with Steven Singer. You know that we genuinely like this guy, and we genuinely like his products. We're not just selling it. He's really come through this year, as he always does. Brand new, beautiful, super silver Argentium mother and child diamond pendant. It's only $149, so whether you're shopping for your mother, your wife, your mother-in-law, Steven's going to make this Mother's Day so easy. And that is what it's about, making it easy. You don't have to think a lot. Just go, buy the bitch a gift. Steven has a great selection of gifts for all the mothers in your life. Visit Steven Singer Jewelers. It's the other corner of 8th and Walnut. Or just call him. It's toll-free. 888-I-HATE-STEVEN Singer. Very easy to remember. Or go online. IHateStevenSinger.com and just check out the brand new Mother's Day Super Silver Argentium diamond pendant. It's really, really beautiful. And he's just going to make your Mother's Day shopping easy. Aren't you tired of looking for too long and not getting a good gift? You don't, even if you don't like the bitch you're married to, you gotta buy the whore a gift. Even if you don't like your own mother. She was emasculating and she toilet trained you too aggressively and you can't maintain erections. Even if your mother-in-law is a horrible cock blocker, who yells at your children even though you tell her it's not your job to discipline them. Even if you hate every bitch in your life, you gotta get them a gift. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com.
Hey! Working hard, playing hard, America. This is your blood brother of all things sonic bombast, Ted Nugent. And you're listening to Opie and Anthony, my blood brothers of rock and roll.
Is this us? Good morning, everyone. Opie and Anthony. Jim Norton going to the batch room.
He's got to make wee-wees.
He certainly does.
Man, I almost got in a brawl in Times Square.
Why?
Last night. Well,
your fault, right?
Well, wait a minute. No, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I was just going for a dumb joke.
I don't know. I guess it
might
be
have been your fault.
It can be interpreted.
All right,
I guess it's all a matter of opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh, there goes the mashup.
Yeah, you're hot. Whatever. Just walk down the fucking hall. Jesus Christ.
I like it though because she walks funny.
She walks
so
really,
it's
like
really
bow-legged, right?
Yeah, she's like bow-legged. She's on her balls of her feet and her toes sometimes. Like she just got railed really hard.
It's like she's trying to air out her asshole.
Yeah, she's airing out her asshole. That's it.
Now we can't mention the name. Don't mention the name. That's HR
not.
shit. Could be any woman around here.
Oh my God.
What?
You said the show.
I didn't. I didn't really.
Ant definitely did.
No, he didn't.
And then you said the thing.
Might have.
No, I didn't.
And there's only one.
There's only one, really. Yeah.
It's her.
She don't mind. She talked about taking loads on her face.
She's talked about a lot of stuff.
All right, so she's
cool. Word.
All right. Anyway, what happened in Times Square yesterday?
Well, I did Red Eye last night. It was very fun. Red Gutfeld and the boys.
Nice.
That was a good time. And then I'm done. I'm catching a cab, and I already get fucking japped for 3 cabs. Literally, some Asian people took my fucking cab. One guy, I went, I'm very good at this one. And the cab driver always, he looks, and I give him a wave, and he goes, he nods, and from that moment on, that's my fucking cab. So I'm walking towards it, and some fucking Asian guy just opens the door and gets in. And I'm like, you motherfucker. You know, and he took off. So now I'm just pissed. Happened like 2 more times where I just got edged out of a cab. Not so much the other guy being a prick, but it just happens. So then I'm standing on a corner waiting. And the bane of the fucking New Yorker's existence, those pedal cabs are there, and they're all over down there.
Yeah, they are.
They're coming around the corner. You know, they just pedal around.
They're just circling.
Yeah, and they
looking for someone that wants to be on a bike.
Yeah, and I got my arm up. I'm looking for a cab. You know, I'm hailing.
Why don't you take one of those guys?
Exactly.
Were you going home?
No, but I had to be down at like fucking 15th and 10th.
Okay.
I'm not taking a pedal cab fucking from Times Square to 15th. So this motherfucker they keep coming around, and I'm looking for a cab, and they keep going, cab, taxi. It's like, you're not a fucking taxi. You're a glorified big wheel, you fucking asshole. I'm not gonna sit there like an idiot in the back of your dumb fucking tricycle. I wanna. So I just kept going. Like every time they passed by, I'm like, you want a taxi? I'm like, yeah, with a motor. I'm like, I want one with a motor. Keep going, keep moving. And they just kept asking. I was just more infuriated because there were no fucking cabs.
Well, can I stop you for a second? Why are you scared of the subways? You know how quickly you would have been downtown in a subway?
It's kind of it didn't work out well.
Right. But do you do subways?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Believe me, I do.
Right.
I got no fear, motherfucker. No, I'll do subway.
Okay, all right.
The biggest thing with the subway is I don't know where the fucking shit goes and which train to get and shit. So
go on your iPhone app, be great. They have a cool subway.
Oh, that sounds like the future, Jimmy. I'm very scared.
You pop it up, you go #1, bingo, bongo. There it is. You know exactly where you're going. Well, you ask somebody, excuse me, where does the train go here, or doesn't it?
But I don't know. Never talk to the strangers.
Oh, what the heck? Everybody helps you.
These pricks were going around, and so I yell at one guy because I've had it at this point. Taxi? I go, no, fuck off.
Oh, shit.
Now, he fucked off. He kept pedaling. But there was another guy behind him, this Russian guy.
Watch out.
Was he in a hurry?
Yes, he was in a hurry.
In New York City, Russians way scarier than the blacks.
No, not really.
Yes, and I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Russians are scary, man.
Well, this guy really had like no fear.
I don't fuck
So
with
he goes, he gets off of his tricycle and he's like, nah, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, I kick your fucking ass. And now I gotta...
Wait, and you weren't even yelling at him?
No, I was yelling at the guy in front of him. But he took it like personally... Because I think I yelled out something like, keep pedaling, queer, or just something. Like, I was so angry. And the Russian guy got really upset. So he starts trying to get off of his tricycle to come after me. And now the doorman to one of the hotels sees this whole thing going on, and he's like trying to hold the Russian guy back. But now I'm there, and I'm so pissed. I'm like, fuck off. And I did that thing where you spread your arms apart, like, come on, motherfucker. Come on. And the Russian guy's like, I kick your fucking ass. And I'm like, fuck off. And the doorman's trying to fucking hold him back. And there's a battalion of NYPD in the street. They're searching trucks. That's what they do down there now. Right. They block off part of the road. They have a lane that's coned off. And the fucking trucks pull in. They got the mirrors, the dogs. So the whole street's lined with cops. And they turn, and now they're just looking. They're just looking at this situation unfolding to see if they have to step in.
It was bad, huh?
It was ready to go. If the doorman wasn't there, it was ready to go.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was so fucking pissed. I take the advice now of people that go, if you're gonna fight, just immediately start fighting. Like, the worst thing, when you watch videos of people that get their asses handed to them, it's always the guy that's standing there going, yeah, or well, you know, you want to do this? Because you step up and just belt someone in the face. Then you walk away. So that's my new school of thought as to fighting. So I was just going to, like, if he started coming over to me, I was just going to lunge and punch him in the face.
Now let me ask you.
Was he a big guy?
Sir.
Did you see all those cops there?
Oh, I saw all the cops there.
So you knew you had a little help. You knew you could get one good one in.
I could probably get a good one in before. Yeah. But it worked against me, too, because, you know, if I'm on the fucking ground, and then the cops don't know, they're going to take both of us and smash our heads against the fucking wall or something.
Wow.
But I was so fucking angry.
Why were you wound so tight yesterday?
Because I didn't want to deal with the fucking cabs. That sucked. And then the little tricycles just asking me every time. Aww. And me having to go, no. It just got progressively more angry. At first, I'm like, no thanks, no. And it ended with, fucking queer. I was just angry.
So how did this situation end?
The goddamn Russian got back on his tricycle and pedaled his little ass off down Broadway.
And how much longer for a cab for you?
It was pretty quick after that. It was pretty fast. But I still had to fend off a few more of these fucking little bicycle.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I can't stand the fucking things. No. You know what? If people want to take a ride in one of those, they will say, Sir, can I have a ride? If you're hailing a cab, you want a metal one from this goddamn century. It's not Japan, you rickshaw motherfuckers.
So you were going to scrap last night.
It was the closest I've ever come to scrapping in fucking
while.
My adult life.
Were you worried?
Not at all. I was psyched. I was kind of psyched about it.
Were you going to use these?
Yeah.
Or this?
No, you can't do
these?
that. I was just going to belt him in the face really
they don't know
hard.
What I'm saying out there?
Really hard.
Maybe you're a kickboxer.
But those Russians, they're crazy.
Why did you go with an illegal? I go with the illegals.
What do you mean?
The black cars that stop and go,
I try, but with all those cops there, they were very leery about stopping.
Those guys are way nicer than the cabbies.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I would grab one of those up in a
The illegals
second.
are basically guys that are hired to bring some dummy into the city, and then they got like hours to kill, so they try to make a little side money.
Yeah.
and they'll pull up to you and ask you where you're going and stuff. And they look a bit shady at times, sure.
Yeah.
But
I like
in general,
those
they're great guys.
But in Times Square, you just couldn't, you couldn't flag one of those down. They kind of frown on that.
And how they rape us with the cab fares and stuff, I don't feel guilty at all.
No.
At all.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a close one. I was amazed that the Russian actually got so upset that I called the other guy and told him to fuck off.
Well, he
fuck off! I tell you to fuck off.
Because it hit too close to home. He knows that it's a shitty job. He's from Russia, and he came over here, and he's hoping to, make it big.
When I was in Russia, I was a nuclear engineer. Now I peddle motherfucker around Times Square. Fuck this job.
Dude, I know I'm going to scrap in the playground eventually with this kid shit.
I sure have.
And,
it's different, Uncle Paul.
You see the Russian fathers? Holy fuck, they are intimidating, man.
Yeah, they're all like that fucking...
I can use some of my psychological shit with people. Those Russians, man, I can't figure them out. I can't figure a way in yet psychologically. They are scary in general.
They're very cold
I am
people.
Stereotyping, obviously.
They're cold.
But holy fuck.
They're not typically... that's why Yakov Smirnoff was such an anomaly. He was a funny Russian.
And, of course, the magnetic dinner tray.
But you know what I mean? They're not known as fun guys.
That would have been ironic if I had a magnetic dinner tray and smashed that Russian in the face with it.
A lot of people are asking if it was a stand your ground type situation last night.
There is no stand your ground in New York State.
Yeah.
So no, it wasn't a stand your ground situation. There was no fucking need or any indication there would be a need for the use of deadly physical force. It looked like it was going to be a little brawl. Just a few fisticuffs thrown, but never got to that point.
All right. People are worried that you're fist fighting.
No, I didn't. I was just saying.
You came close, though.
That, I didn't.
I need someone to help me out with this Cromartie guy. He plays for the Jets. He likes to have kids.
Yeah, he likes to come inside. Bro.
He loves that,
What?
Jimmy. Yes.
He loves to come inside.
He doesn't really, like Tim Tebow, he doesn't really believe in protection. They're kind of the same guy for different reasons. And I swear to you, I saw on the front page of the sports section a mere 2 days that he had his 10th kid.
10th kid.
I swear I saw that. Today in the paper, I'm very confused, and I think maybe Travis or someone can help me out here. There's a sonogram where his lady is going to now have number 11 and number 12. She's having twins.
Oh.
But I swear to you, they just congratulated him in the sports section for having his 10th kid. And I know you got to wait at least, at least 2 months before you could even attempt to have sex after your lady gives birth.
And this guy broke, too, or some shit?
There's the sonogram for the twins.
Mm-hmm.
But they just announced his 10th kid was born literally a few days ago.
He has potent seed, man.
But she turned around and got pregnant again?
Is it the same
She
woman?
literally just gave birth, I think, a mere few days ago.
So fertile. God damn,
or is it another woman? Does anyone know what's going on here?
I know for sure.
How many baby mama?
The twins would give siblings to the two children Antonio, who's 28, already has with his wife, or whoever this chick is, Tarika.
Wait, he's 28 and he's looking at his 12th kid already?
As well as the 8 children he has with other women scattered across the United States.
Scattered? They're scattered.
Why do you need to get women pregnant? I don't understand that. I understand the sex thing, but I don't understand why you have the need to get women pregnant all over the place.
There's some kind of cultural phenomenon there that we just don't really understand. And it's not, and I'm not just saying it's relegated to the black community. White trash families down there, they live in mountain men type families, they do the same thing, usually with one woman.
A lot of times people who come inside are people who just don't have the ability or the thinking to look forward. A lot of people do that because they know, of course they know you can get pregnant, they understand the financial implications,
right?
But they're in the moment people. They're the type of people that will spend all of their money the next morning after payday. Like there's people that are just like that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the mentality. And anybody you see with that many kids all over the place is probably someone who just sees the moment. I'm coming, and it feels great.
Think ahead.
Yeah,
but I was always scared shitless of getting women pregnant. I mean, it scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
But for some people, I guess whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'll never get it.
In April,
Amy is sick. She's not coming in. She texted. She's sick.
Amy's sick.
She's sick. Yeah.
In April, which is this month, it was announced he recently had his second child with wife Terica. And that's the same woman who's
like
having
Erica
the
and a
twins.
T.
Exactly.
That name's not in the baby book.
Terica is not.
No, that's not in the baby book. Terica gave birth what day?
I don't know the exact day.
And is this the same woman that is now pregnant again?
Yes.
She gave birth in April of 2012. That's the month we're in now.
It's this month.
And that sonogram, I think your first doctor's visit is, what, 6 weeks in or something like that?
No, she couldn't have just given birth in April.
That's why I'm confused. Does anyone know what's going on here?
I don't know what the birth date of that last kid was, but it was very recent. You're definitely right
And
about
she's
it
now
being very
pregnant
recent.
with twins.
Yes.
And the sonogram is such where she's been pregnant a while.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
He just comes deep.
Me and my brother are...
He just comes deep.
Me and one of my brothers are barely a year apart, and I thought that was crazy. That's a whole Catholic thing when we were growing up.
Yeah.
I'm May 23rd. My brother's June 6th of the following year. So it's just over a year difference, and I thought that was crazy. But then you meet people that have siblings that are less than a year older or younger than them.
It's crazy shit.
How would you do that?
I don't know. There's something going on there that I just can't grasp.
I don't get it.
I just can't grasp it.
Yeah, a lot of Irish Catholic families like that too.
Yeah.
Fucking 12 kids.
But there's something else that goes here with the pregnant, all different women, too. Like a bunch of different women. Not all different, but a bunch of different women. There's just something there that needs to be addressed. But you can't.
What do you think it is?
Well, I don't know. There's some kind of racial thing. There's some kind of social thing that's going on. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be something that is indicative to certain communities. And it's just not addressed, or it's just blown off. No one really thinks about it. I think it's horrendous for a family. You know, you can't be a responsible father when you got kids with all kinds of moms around. It just ain't gonna fucking work.
I got one kid, a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. So it's so easy for me to say, if you're having 12 kids, you're not raising your kids responsibly. There's no fucking way.
And
so you're just like, all right,
moms and shit?
there's no way you're getting these women pregnant and that's it for you. You at that point you're like, hey man, you're pretty much on your own. I'll kind of try to do what I can for you, maybe throw a little money your way. But
Right.
the guy's not raising 12 kids.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. And that is irresponsible.
Very silly.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's no way he can be attentive and a father to that many kids that are scattered around the country like that. What's he visiting the kids? And shit, just there's something going on. It just perpetuates hard times for the kids, and they wind up growing up and doing the same fucking thing. Ugh, come on, get a hold on something. Jesus Christ.
It would be fun to have like a version of myself, like an Asian version, a black version, a Jewish version. Like one of each would be cool as shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. How great would that be? Wouldn't you want to have one of every kind?
That would be unique.
If I was one of these guys where I didn't give a fuck, I would at least do it that way, because that would keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, there's the Asian Opie. There's my Asian son. There's my black son.
Glegg Hughes.
Right. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? That's a reality show,
see
man.
that, yeah.
Me and
Take a while.
many different versions of me.
It would take a while to cultivate.
Of course,
Yeah.
You collect all of them.
Yeah.
Collect one of each. Ted Nugent, Ant.
Yes, the Nuge, Ted Nugent.
I tweeted yesterday, who gives a shit? And then, of course, the other side said, well, when the dad had to do the other thing, we cared. When I fucking attack these political fucking topics that come up, I'm not playing a side.
People just take it personally.
Yeah, they do. Again, it's like what Jimmy was saying before.
It's like, what do you mean, who gives a shit? When Bush Wait, it would be the other guy, right? See, now I'm even confused.
When someone said something about
Bush. Yeah, that's what they had to say yesterday. I'm like, I wrote the guy. I'm like, look, I just go after all of them because I think they're all fucking pieces of shit. But this time it's Ted Nugent saying something about Obama.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well,
he's not happy.
He said something like, I think that the thing that got him in a little bit of a jam here is the fact that he said, if Obama gets reelected, he, meaning Ted Nugent, would either end up dead or in jail, which leads one to believe that what he meant was that something would happen to
that.
Yeah. What did he mean?
Well, it's longer than that, so why don't we listen to it?
Yeah.
Because the news ain't going to give you this. They're just going to give you the quick soundbite. This is what Ted Nugent said, I believe, sometime yesterday.
If you can't get
Uncle Ted
a couple of hundred people each of you, some of you, I bet you can get a couple thousand. Your goal should be able to get a couple of thousand people per person who's here to vote for Mitt Romney in November. If you don't know that our government is wiping its ass with the Constitution, you're living under a rock someplace. And that there's a dead soldier, an airman, a Marine, a seaman, a hero of the military that just got his legs blown off for the U.S. Constitution, and we got a president and attorney general who doesn't even like the Constitution. We got 4 Supreme Court justices.
Can you pause that real quick? And people would argue that soldier didn't get his legs blown off for the Constitution. That soldier got his legs blown off because he was sent to fight a situation that we shouldn't be involved in. So which would probably bring the criticism back to the prior administration. Just saying, like that type of talk just fucking, that's rhetoric. Like, that type of rhetoric just annoys me.
Yeah.
It's almost like saying terrorists are all cowards. Yeah, that sounds great, but it's just not the truth.
Strap a bomb on yourself. Hey,
Yeah, that's not an act of cowardice. They're pieces of garbage.
Right.
They're shit. But to say they're cowards is just childish rhetoric that doesn't accurately paint what's happening.
Yeah.
And these guys did not go over there to get their legs blown off for the Constitution. They probably would be willing to do that, fighting for it here. The soldiers are brave motherfuckers, man. I firmly believe they would do that. But that's not why they got their legs blown off over there. So don't make it look like they went over there fighting for the Constitution and the current administration. That's just bullshit.
Who don't believe in the Constitution. Does everybody know here that 4 of the Supreme Court justices not only determined you don't have the right to keep and bear arms, 4 Supreme Court justices signed their name to a declaration that Americans have no fundamental right to self-defense. That sounds like a stoned hippie.
What is that, loose teeth?
Yes.
What is that? What is that?
That sounds like a stoned hippie. For the Supreme Court justices.
I love when Anthony picks up the most subtle thing. Now I'm not going to be able to listen to this.
I love when Anthony picks out subtle things, too. However, this sounds like the Liberty Bell ringing every time he talks.
All right, good point. Sounds like the Allentown whistle.
Yeah.
The start of that Billy Joel song.
Every time he says certain words, fucking workers are leaving their jobs with their lunch pails.
Punch their time clock.
Stoned hippie. That doesn't sound like a Supreme Court anything. It sounds like a supremely intellectually vacuous punk. To think that a human could think that humans don't have a basic right to self-defense is so bizarre to me as to my brain can't accept the information. And if you want more of those kinds of evil, anti-American people in the Supreme Court, then don't get involved and let Obama take office again. Because I tell you this right now, if Barack Obama becomes the president in November again, I will either be dead or in jail by this time next year. Being at the NRA event, God bless you.
Wow.
Now, you could take away from that he's insinuating that he would try something against the president and end up either dead or in jail.
Well, that's the obvious, but what are you going to say? What else could it be?
What else could it be?
Well, I'm asking you.
I don't know.
That's why I said wow, because that's usually there's a little gray area
Could be feeling of persecution. that something's going to happen to him where he's going to be killed or he'll be thrown in jail for having a gun.
Now, you're right. It could be that he's got his little camp up there and he loves his guns and whatnot. And he's thinking that with the rights being taken away and your liberties, that they would have to come and get him.
Or, if they take my gun, somebody will fucking come after me, or I'll go to jail for having my gun, defending myself.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's not necessarily an aggressive thing.
You're right.
He's a smart guy, though. He probably should have explained it a little better.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, let's see if he does, because there's a little more to the clip.
Event, God bless you, good indicator. But if you can't go home and get everybody in your lives to clean house in this vile, evil, America-hating administration, I don't even know what you're made out of. If you can't galvanize and promote and recruit people to vote for Mitt Romney, we're done. We'll be a suburb of Indonesia next year.
No, you won't be.
Our president and attorney general, our vice president, Hillary Clinton, they're criminals. They're criminals.
Oh, shut up.
Criminal.
Just shut up. It's like, just shut up. Really.
You don't like Uncle Ted?
No, I don't dislike Uncle Ted. I actually, I think Uncle Ted can be an ass, but I don't dislike him either. I think I like the fact that he's not afraid to say what he wants to say.
Sure.
I respect that. And I agree with him on most of the Second Amendment issues he talks about. I think he's too extreme. I don't think you have the right to own anything you want to. And Ant and I would probably differ on that. But I do think that he's right about the right to bear arms. I agree with the Second Amendment.
All right, he continues here. Ted Nugent.
Let's get right to the guts of it, shall we?
Oh, what is the second clip? What's the setup on that? I guess he... I'm
not sure what that clip is.
Oh, Ted responds. Okay.
Ted responds.
Gotcha. So he said what he said, and then everyone was like, holy fuck, and it was trending on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. So someone got a hold of Ted to explain further. Here it is.
Let's get right to the guts of it, shall we, Dan?
Yes.
Saul Alinsky. This is the Saul Alinsky Rule for Radicals playbook. The Nazis and the Klan hate me.
Yes.
I see I'm a black Jew at a Nazi Klan rally.
All right, maybe
and
not.
And there are
Ted.
some power-abusing, corrupt monsters in our federal government that despise me because I have the audacity to speak the truth. The golden rule in the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, are guiding forces for the greatest quality of life in the history of humankind. And anyone that disagrees with me disagrees with that. And
he
Wasserman
pontificates.
Can you pause for 1 second?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's not necessarily true, Ted.
No.
I've disagreed with you before. But I happen.
Then you don't agree with the Bill of Rights.
I understand that Ted Nugent is all things red, white, blue, and apple pie incorporated into one just living embodiment of freedom and justice. But sometimes we see things a little different.
Well, then you don't support the Bill of Rights.
No. I understand. He's the stars, the stripes, and the eagle. I got you, Ted. I hear you. We're all just communist pinko faggots who don't love the Constitution. You said it, brother, not me.
Well, do you agree with everything Ted says about this?
I don't agree with every point.
Well, then you don't agree with the Bill of Rights.
Yes, Ted, I don't know about that one point. Well, then shove a dick up your ass and move to Russia. Because we're going to be a suburb of Indonesia. And Obama's a criminal. Look, I don't care if people like Obama. That's fine. But let's be honest. I mean, I don't know enough about the economy, and you could argue about the fucking housing market collapse because a very liberal mentality forced those banks to give loans they shouldn't have had to give.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of what happened on Wall Street you cannot blame on liberals like Obama. You just can't. You just fucking can't. So just to say it's one guy's a criminal and the other ones aren't, stop sounding like an asshole. Just stop it. It's rhetoric.
Well,
it's like if you're going to be a smart guy, be a smart guy. Don't be a rhetoric-spewing ass.
Well, you do sound like the Founding Fathers. You're pretty much saying the Founding Fathers are assholes then, because to call Ted an asshole is to call the people that wrote the Bill of Rights an asshole.
Well, I wouldn't call Ted an asshole, but I would love to hear... Uncle, and they always get mad when you raise this, but when they obsess over the Bill of Rights, which I do think are a great document, but to not see the hypocrisy in the people who wrote it. Well, that was a different time. You know, it's like, why aren't you calling them criminals? The people whose whose very words you are accusing people of being anti-American if they don't cling to every syllable the way you see it interpreted. Why are you not looking at the literal interpretation of people who wrote this, who lived their lives totally different, who counted certain people as 3/5, or however you want to fucking phrase it? If you say freedom for everyone and you have slaves, you are a hypocritical piece of shit. I'm sorry. The document you wrote is amazing. And some listener raised a good point when I said this one, that they were really good at forming a government. Like, they really were. But that rhetoric spewing stuff without balance is annoying. Drives me fucking nuts from anybody. Like, you know, a total left-wing guy drives me crazy too. People think that makes them committed. I stick by. Shut your fucking face.
Where there's no room to breathe or shift a little one way or the other or compromise,
If you're that way on either side, you're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. And you're not just committed, you're stubbornly clinging to something because it's become your identity.
Right on.
You should go fuck yourself.
And I don't... And again, it sounds like I'm shitting on Nugent. He irritates me, but I actually genuinely do like Ted Nugent.
Oh, he's entertaining.
He is, but I like the fact that he's also a guy who's not afraid to say things. He has no fear of repercussions, which I admire. I do admire that.
But he doesn't like anyone else's opinion in the room, ever.
Well, no,
ever.
But I've never seen him want anybody punished for their opinions, so it's like I got no issue.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he did annoy me when he thought, like, you're not the only patriot, Ted. You're not the only guy that values this country.
Yeah.
Here's the last minute of what he said.
A brain-dead, soulless, heartless idiot that I could not be more proud that this soulless, heartless idiot feebly attempts to find fault with Ted Nugent because I am on the right track and she just encourages me to stand stronger. I almost look like Michael the Archangel. I'm like Mother Teresa with a guitar compared to Obama's gang.
See, right there, not
record.
one word of substance.
Yes.
Not one word of anything that wasn't rhetoric, fucking laden self-promotion.
Yeah.
Who cares what you are? We get it. We know you play the guitar.
Mother Teresa with a guitar.
But it's like, what does that even mean?
What does it mean?
Stop just saying
How
things.
silly would she look with a guitar, by the way?
Stupid. She look like an asshole, especially with no place to plug it in Calcutta.
Oh, God. Just plug it in some naked person's asshole.
Just wandering around looking for an outlet.
Yeah. What's she going to do?
Yeah, hey,
she's dressed in a fucking loincloth with a crossbow.
Her mission is to find an outlet.
Yeah, she's playing the solo from Cheech and Chong next movie. All the people from Calcutta, their fucking rotted teeth are falling out.
I don't know that reference. Fuck.
Cheech and Chong's next movie, it's a funny guitar solo.
I don't remember.
It shakes the whole house up.
Ted Nugent.
I'm going to look it up on YouTube today.
It's Uncle Ted.
45 more seconds left.
Oh, yay!
Her voting record. Listen to Nancy Pelosi, this subhuman scoundrel.
Hateable. She's hateable.
Very hateable.
This is an elected official, Dana, who said, "You don't need to sign. You don't need to read this. You need to sign it."
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the wicked witch of what? If you've got a problem with Ted Nugent, you are weird because I reek of truth. The evidence that supports every word I say is inescapable, irrefutable. It's like a tsunami of
And what you gonna do?
Truth and facts and evidence.
It's a wrestling
and people
fucking.
Who disagree with Ted
He's
Nugent
working the mic.
are idiots.
See, the odd
See,
thing...
if you disagree with him, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I hate to tell Ted, but that's what everybody thinks about our opinion.
Right, we think it's right.
We all think everybody who agrees with us is an idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're not this tornado of wisdom and strength while the rest of us are in awe of your truth. Oh, God, this guy tells the truth. Get out of here.
Well, you know what? Ted, now he tells the truth all the time. I have my opinions, but I can't refute him.
Heck no.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blue embodied in one 6-foot-something tall drink of honesty. God bless you.
With that, we're going to break because Kevin Hart's going to be here any moment.
Oh.
I want to get a break in before he gets here, okay? And also...
John Cusack. Oh.
John Cusack at 9 o'clock, and I found the clip of Cromartie talking about his kids.
Oh, yeah?
I forgot about this, and someone reminded me on Twitter, and I thank you. Cromartie was asked to name all his kids when they did that Hard Knocks thing.
Right.
On HBO. And, well, we got the clip. is all I'll say.
Ooh.
For the people that have never heard this clip, you might want to stick around for that.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Waiting for Kevin Hart. Jimmy knows Kevin Hart real well. He's done the show once.
Yes.
We like Kevin Hart.
He's fun.
I like his stuff. I like his stand-up.
Yeah, he's a very, very funny guy.
Starting to do a lot of movies. I just saw him in 5-Year Engagement, which is a chick flick, a rom-com, but it wasn't bad. I liked it. It's Jason Segel's latest movie. That's coming out soon. And Jason should be in to promote that. But
Right.
Kevin Hart had a pretty big role in it.
Yeah.
Blowed up.
But it wasn't his movie. He's coming in to promote Think Like a Man, right? That's his movie.
I don't know if it's his movie. He's one of the guys in it. Gabrielle Union's in it. Chris Brown, Jerry Ferrara, and I don't know who Megan Good is or Tariji P. Henson. I don't know who that is.
I don't know these people. I don't know what they do.
Yes, tell them you don't want to act with them. They'll understand. Believe me. Thank you. It's a little.
I know it's great.
Little Merle Hag. No, Merle. No, Troy Donahue. It was Troy Donahue.
Oh, it was Troy Donahue.
Haggard. Why was I way off?
All right, well, we should be doing something here. I think we should be doing the Kevin Hart interview.
Oh, he's not in yet. Is Roland down there to meet him?
Can you?
Hi, we're going to take you to the studio.
I just texted Roland. I said, Kevin here yet? He replied, not yet.
All right, so then we can play the Cromartie thing.
Yeah, let's hear that.
So, Cromartie.
Playing it here?
Oh, you know.
Cromartie, mystery, delicious appetizers.
So the 10th kid, he plays for the Jets. Cromartie's 10th kid was born when?
Okay, apparently, she tweeted a couple days ago, and I tried to find it, but she tweets so much that I just couldn't locate the exact tweet. Apparently, she's saying that their son was born a year ago.
Oh, so the papers had it all fucked up because they
guess,
congratulate him on the front page of the sports section, I think, 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think maybe it only came out publicly a couple weeks ago, but she's saying that he's a year old.
So
that would make a lot more sense because I have no idea how it's possible for any of this to happen if he was born a couple weeks ago.
That's what I was thinking.
Were you?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
We got to just do this quick because of Kevin Hart. I don't want to fuck up his time here. So
Well, we got at least 3 minutes.
Okay, so the 10th kid was born. Now we're looking at a year ago, and now it comes out today that she's pregnant with twins, which will make his 11th and 12th kid.
Yes,
leads to a clip from Hard Knocks, where they ask Cromartie, "Can you name all your kids?"
Good enough question.
I mean, if you're a responsible father, you'd be able to name all your kids, right?
I think so. If you're a responsible father, you wouldn't have fucking a dozen kids all over the country.
Right. True. But at the very least, you'd be able to name them, is
You'd
our
think,
point here.
right.
This is Cromartie when he was asked that question.
What's your house? What is going on with your house? Yeah, Alonzo, who is 5. I have Karis, who is 3. I have my junior, which is 3. I have my daughter, who just turned 3 as of yesterday.
What are their names?
I have another son named Tyler. Yeah, so he turns 3 in December. I got another daughter that was born
He's
October
scratching his
16th,
head
named
like he's
London.
doing math.
Another daughter that was born named Leilani, who's 2 years old. And I have my newborn with my wife. Her name is Jersey.
Jersey. Well, you could have 49 more kids and name them.
He ran out of names, I guess.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, in there, he had 3 kids that were 3 years old.
Yeah.
And they weren't triplets.
No. And he was just like, my daughter, my son. Like, he couldn't say what their names were on all of them.
That would be a nightmare in my mind.
Wow. That is a nightmare in my mind.
Oh. He didn't name them all, is the point.
No, he didn't.
You start saying my daughter, my son.
Yeah. Your son.
And his son's name is Jagger.
Jagger?
Yeah. And Jersey is spelled Jurzie.
Of course it is.
Just like New Jersey.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yes.
Jersey.
Boy, she's going to get that wrong on
Yes.
Tess.
Oh, man.
And you know what they say about Jersey? It's going to be awful. Every guy who goes out there's going to be like, ugh.
Whew.
It smells. It's a
Wow,
terrible
that's,
name, Jersey. Who thought that was a good name?
What, the other ones were good?
Jurzie.
What the other ones were? I
Looks
didn't
like
know your
Jersey.
names. Jersey.
How about just Melissa?
How about
Or
Emily?
Diane?
How about
or fucking
Ashley's
Lori?
I could name them all.
What? There's no Muriel's down at the office? Muriel. Fucking crammed in
How about
rules.
a Becky Sue?
Right.
It's a nice name for a young African American girl, Becky Sue.
Becky Sue.
Put a hyphen in there.
Maybe she'd get an interview past the resume. You know? I think that affects a lot of young black children when they go to get a job, you know.
Not if the boss is black.
Well, I understand, but if the boss might have, you know, some racism in him, it's not really helping out. Because then you prejudge based on the name, and you don't really get to know the person.
Coming up? Okay.
He's coming up?
He's coming up.
He's coming. What? Yeah. All right. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that movie. It looked pretty good, though.
Let me see the trailer.
Like
before
what
it
movie?
comes up.
I liked
Called
it.
Think
Yeah.
Like a Man.
Think Like a Man. Travis types very quickly.
Yeah, very fast.
Like a woman.
Well, like a man who knows how to type.
You find that other audio?
I'm not sure if it is.
Of course
you're
you're
losing the games for us. You're not even using the picks. You shot 1 for 27. I'm not the one that's not coming off the pick. I'm not the one that's not coming off the picks.
Y'all done here? We want to play some full court.
Oh, yeah, we're good. No, we're not. Y'all want the court, you play for the court. That's what real men do.
So y'all want to play for it?
Am I stuttering? You're not going to punk
I didn't know
us.
Meta Peace was in this
I
movie.
am serious. People come in here and they think they got us. They don't have nothing.
This spring,
Favorite gun slap taste. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
Chris Brown.
Ah, you were an animal last night. So, babe, I was thinking we could go on our first real date.
Yeah, babe, we should do that.
Oh, yes. No, you didn't.
Chris Brown left.
guys.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, sweetie. And you too, Mom.
I'm just gonna leave you two alone.
I'll call you.
Or not.
Will be guys.
Sully slammed.
Go park some cars.
Whoa, she's so sweet to the eye. She walk right by with her nose in the sky.
That's my car.
She don't even know who I am.
Okay, where's the window?
The Dark Knight strikes again.
But women have had enough.
What is the problem with men of this generation?
Ladies, till you understand the mindset of a man, you are never going to win in the game of love.
Act like a lady, but think like a man.
Now, one book is changing the game.
What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? What are your views on relationships?
Who are you, Oprah?
I can kiss a nightcap. She has this 5-date rule before I get invited up.
We like friends without benefits.
She thinks I'm a chef on the rise. She's going to run when I tell her the truth. I'm totally screwed. Mom, what is this?
It's the new read from my book club. Family Feud, Steve Harvey? You doing something to bust like that?
This man is a traitor. They know all of our maneuvers.
This is war, gentlemen.
We use his words to get what we want.
Oh, there he is.
How old is your mom?
That's the guy from the
I'm
movie.
not saying it like that. I am. It's like that.
Miss
Hey,
Loretta,
come on in.
I'm ready for the rest
We're
of the
watching
tour.
the trailer.
Hey, Kevin.
Right now, I came in right on time.
What's up, buddy?
How are you,
Good to see you, Kevin Hart.
Time, man.
Good to see you, man.
What's going on, man?
How are you?
All right. We were just watching the trailer for Think
Yes.
Like a Man.
Yes, you should.
I should be, but
What happened?
You give me a friendlier greeting than everybody else. Gives me the same radio handshake he gives everybody else. This phony.
I felt like it was a real handshake.
No. It
I felt like it was a good
It
one.
was a half a
I
handshake.
gave Jim what he deserved.
It wasn't hello, Jim. It was hey, other radio guy.
Hey, Mike number 3.
Hey, guy not in a movie. Oh, that's mean.
Good to see you, Norton.
You too, buddy. We're watching this. It's a lot of promotion for Steve Harvey's book. This was a Did he write the screenplay for this, or was that just
No. Actually, I should know their names. Two guys wrote it. Two very good writers that I really drew a blank on the names wrote it. But what's good about the movie compared to the book is we didn't want to make it a chick flick, and that was a meeting that we had. So they said, well, how do we not make it a chick flick? So we did it from a male's point of view. So the movie is actually male driven. It's told from a group of guys, and you literally get to see why we lie, why we cheat, why we manipulate, and why women react the way they react. So that's the difference. But the book definitely is what stimulated the movie, and that's why we're here now.
It's a massive bestseller too. That son of a bitch stayed on the list for a
really?
year.
A long time, huh?
Boy, did he sell a lot of books.
He's making tons of money off that book right now.
He really is one of the highest underrated paid comics.
Wow.
As far as his radio show and selling books, he is a fucking.
You think he's
rich
underrated
guy.
though?
I mean, as far as people when they think top grossing comics,
right,
or guys that are making a tremendous amount of money, people don't always mention Steve Harvey. He is making a tremendous amount of cash.
It's ridiculous. His business sense is crazy.
Yeah, it's irritating.
I just saw you in 5-year engagement.
You saw it?
I saw it already.
I still haven't seen it. Was it good?
Yeah, your scenes were
Was that
real
funny?
good. Yes, you were funny.
Got strike again, Jim.
Yeah, I know.
But you,
Shut out, Jimmy.
No, but
it's Jason Segel's movie, and you had a big part in that.
Yeah. We've been doing promo. I've been doing a lot of Think Like a Man promo. So this week I'm doing 5-year engagement promo. But I still haven't seen the movie though. Everybody's been telling me
It's
I
good.
haven't seen it. I heard the movie's funny too.
It's a rom-com.
Is it okay?
It is a rom-com.
Okay.
But it has a little edge to it. I didn't mind it.
And,
I didn't mind it at all.
It's not annoying at all to drive down Broadway and see you on a giant fucking movie poster every morning as it's 5:45 and I'm on my way to do radio. And I get to see you on a giant poster at Times Square. I'm happy for you.
Does that bother you a little bit, Jimmy?
I just want to be turning the corner. I want to just see the sign fall off the building.
and crush your car.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, that's
I'm laughing because I can see Jim's face looking at it, snarling.
Every morning. Son of a bitch, I'm still doing radio.
Honking for no reason at my sign.
I'm happy we're no, it's fun to watch your friends do. I remember one time years ago. When was it? We went around. Me, you, Keith, and somebody else. It was after Soul Plane, and Keith was asking people if they recognized Kevin. Now they all would, but back then, he'd be like, "Do you know this dummy?" And people would look at him. No, I don't know him.
You ain't shit. You're nothing. You're nothing. You think you're making it? You're nothing. Nobody knows you, stupid. Keith just he texted me yesterday. Let me tell you how awful Keith is.
You don't
he texted me yesterday and goes, "Hey, stupid, my son wants you to follow him on Twitter." I said, "Tell your son to go fuck it."
Dummy. Here's what happened. The kid said, "I love Kevin Hart." Like I wish, and he goes, "I'll get him to follow you." Like he probably just offered that.
Oh, right.
Don't you can't follow him now.
I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it. That's great.
Yeah,
I'm not
That's
doing
great. He thought it was a no-brainer.
No, it's not gonna happen. Look, I told his son to go fuck. His son is 15.
All you guys have such a weird relationship.
It's
evil. Really it's evil.
It's evil. It's
how do you handle that?
But there's such a genuine side to it as well.
Yeah.
Like I was just.
I
in
never
Boston.
see that side of it.
There is. Listen,
All
let
right.
me tell you what I just did. Here's the genuine side. I was just in Boston. Patrice's mom was there. Took Patrice's mom to the show. Went to her house for Easter dinner. Literally, a bunch of old Patrice faces were all around. it got a little weird.
That's funny.
I just saw a bunch of female Patrices just around. But that's what I mean when I say the genuine side.
Shit.
Even though I'm still the jerk and we still trash each other, that's the genuine side.
Right,
you get to see it.
right. And if Keith was here, he could also help say, "Look what this dumbbell just did." He said, "Look at this. While I was in Boston, I made an appearance." It's like a bad movie thing. Like he pulled up in a limousine and got out.
Giving back. Giving back.
Giving back.
It was an SUV limo.
Of course it was.
I pulled up.
Of course you did.
I had my security outside.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's fucking classic.
That's pretty true, Joe.
Oh,
Of course
man.
You don't look at yourself until people show you.
Yeah, yeah, you are a pompous ass. But it is. They are. The friendships are real, though. I mean, it really is.
my God.
You know, it's like.
Jesus, Jim, you're really getting gray.
I know I am. That's why I keep the hair short. But at least you're not telling me I'm fat. That's
No,
what.
no.
That's what. The last time you walked in, the first thing he goes is your face is getting fat, and I'm fucking Weight Watchers.
No. You look good.
Thanks, Ken.
Weight wise, you look good. I won't. I'm definitely not going to say that.
Thank you.
I hit you with the fat card a lot, but
Yes?
you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. Your hair is great. But you look good.
The hair is getting gray, and I will accept
Job will
that.
do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And your little mole is growing.
Yeah.
It's growing. It is growing.
They call it hating. That's what they call it.
It is growing. Every fucking photo shoot. No. Shoot me from the right. Shoot me from the right.
Oh my God. You might have to get that checked out.
I refuse. I refuse to get it taken off.
Oh, whatever it is, I hope it's bad news. I'm telling you, fucking See fucking Kevin and Roger Ebert commiserating over instant messaging.
Holy shit, you're terrible. What's wrong with you guys? Fuck.
Holy fuck.
All right, I guess we sold the movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's how you sell it right there.
I don't know.
That's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
You're funny in movies, man. And it's like I saw you. I went and watched your interview with Leno when you brought Shaquille O'Neal out. That was fucking great.
Oh,
because we had him in once. He's a great guy, and
we liked him a lot.
He was
Really
a little quiet, you know, and you made that really funny. That was very.
Here's the thing: Shaq wants to be
a comedian.
He wants to be funny.
Oh yeah.
He told
Shaq,
us
like,
many
he's-
times that he was funny.
He said that many times.
He's got a personality, but his thing is like, you know, how do I show people like I'm funny? Like everybody thinks I'm the big guy. He wants to be funny. So those moments where you say, Shaq, come on, we gonna do something, and this is when you fall. Like he's like, yeah. All right, what else do you want me to do? He wants to be that guy. And he is funny, but he has to be around his environment to be funny. He's not comfortable
When
enough.
he first sat down here, when he came in, the first thing he said is like, nobody really knows how funny I am. you're like, really? All right. Let's explore that. Yeah.
So tell us something. He's got nothing. He's not gonna be able to do nothing
He's
there.
just like, you know, but you could tell like he's smirking and shit and doing some stuff and being sarcastic. You could tell he wants to be funny
waiting for
really
the
bad.
opportunity.
He's
waiting for the opportunity.
so down to earth, man.
Yeah,
It's
he was
so
a nice
nice.
dude.
I didn't expect that.
How
I just
many
didn't.
pictures did Norton take with Shaq?
Oh my God.
Jeez,
He got one good one.
Listen.
I took one photo.
It's the one where he's cradling you like a baby.
Yes, there's one where he's grabbing me. It's a really good picture. And I had him sign a ball, but I had him sign it to me. I'm not going to sell it. I'll put it next to
Norton
my...
pulls a camera out like a gun. I've never seen that. I've never, like, you don't know it's on him until like, it's the quickest thing I've ever seen. You want to, real quick, just a quick one?
I will get them, as long as they're not eating or with their kids. Like then I don't bother people. But a humiliating moment just to show you where everybody is when LeBron James came to the Comedy Cellar. And I didn't know, like, Dwayne Wade and a bunch of guys were with him. It was most of the Miami fucking starting five. And I had to text Kevin and go, look, I kind of want a picture with LeBron. Is it possible?
Oh, Kevin got that done?
Of course.
I
Kevin
didn't know
fucking
that.
texted LeBron James and said, my friend is there.
Oh, damn.
I said my awful, unattractive friend Norton is going to come up to you.
But that's the genuine thing
Not
right
only
there.
is it genuine, but it's it's on my phone. My picture with LeBron. And
I told him, I said, hey, make sure you take a picture with him. He said, all right, I got you.
Look for a scallop with gray hair.
I said, Chubbs, you're going to know who he is. I said, he's the most unattractive white male that you're going to see. He looks sick, but he's not. He's very healthy. And he's healthy. Just make sure you show him some love.
So LeBron walked by, and I'm like, hi. I texted Kevin, and then he just walked another few feet, and he stopped. But I didn't think he wanted to take it, so I wasn't going to bother him again. And he goes, well, do you want to take it? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he really did talk to Kevin.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, and he was very...
I'm huge, Jim. I'm a big deal.
Yeah, really, really kind
Kevin
of...
is a big deal.
It made me happy that Kevin was a good guy, because if it was me, I would have ignored the text. And just, oh, shit, man, I got your text the next day.
You prick,
You know that phony thing you do when you don't answer a text? I got the next day.
Damn it. Shit. I wish I could have. Damn.
Yeah.
If I'd have saw it.
If I would have seen that, I would have...
Should we show Kevin the Jim Norton cutout? He's got a cutout now, Kevin Hart.
Well, if I'm away...
And a celebrity is here.
Can we get that really fast?
Are you serious?
Oh, of course. I travel a lot.
Who did a cutout of you? Why do they do it?
Well, it was just they figured if I'm gone and somebody wants to take a picture with me.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, they take it with the cutout.
That's smart.
Yeah,
that's
it is smart.
Let me see.
Isn't it brilliant?
Is it skinny Jim or is this big Jim?
I'd say it's in between.
It wasn't done
It's a
right.
little too big.
It's a little too big. His head's a little too big.
Yes.
Let me see it. Let me see the
He
cutout.
looks like he's 6 foot tall in the cutout.
Yeah,
and
it's
we know
kind of
that's not
shitty
true.
and creepy.
I definitely need to see it.
I love how
I'm
this
gonna
guy
take a
just
picture with
walks down the hall. No
I know.
problem.
No rush. It's
How's
okay.
Eddie Murphy? I heard that you guys work together.
Man, Eddie is cool, man. Eddie's cool. You know, I don't. That's
Yeah,
Jim,
isn't
are
that
you
good?
wearing the same outfit that
No.
you have on the cutout?
No, I have on.
You're wearing that sweater.
That's the sweater and the shirt that you have on the cutout.
shirt.
First of all, I have more than one T-shirt, and that happens to be a black sweater.
It's not the same black sweater.
No, it probably is. With the way it works is whatever I wear the night before, I'll usually wear to the radio show. I'm not going to put on fresh clothes for the radio show, but the pants are different, as you can
Oh,
see.
the pants are
The
different.
pants are different.
Those have the I'm edgy rips, and this is a more conservative. That just shows people that I'm young at heart.
The edgy rib.
Yeah, I have the ripped jeans look from the fucking early
Yeah,
'90s.
it's fantastic.
I'm a complete zero.
There's the Norton cutout, though.
No,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
I'm going to take a picture of Norton cutout. You know,
Yeah,
you look good in that one too, Norton.
Thank you.
That's not fat Norton
the
right
problem,
there.
But the problem is the neck always looks fat. Like I have to have some lipo done on my neck.
It's not really a neck. It's that space between your chin, and it's like it's just that weird fat space.
Yeah,
fat
and
space.
I can't get rid of
when
it.
people
It's the
talking,
under jaw.
He's got the thing that shakes up there. It's like a turkey gives it.
I can't get rid of it.
The turkey neck.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like that turkey thing. That's
I'm a
okay.
good actor.
I never. Well,
Just saying in case you produce a film. I'm just throwing that out there. I can fucking do a good
You
job.
can do it. You can do it.
Like, what?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like, that's my inquisitive look. Like, what?
When was the first time you guys met?
I
need to
met
know.
Norton through Keith Robinson when I first came up to New York. They were at a table at the Comedy Cellar. So I met Norton. He didn't really meet me back. He just gave me the
Oh,
really?
God.
He was an asshole.
Were you an asshole, Jimmy?
No, I like Kevin. Was funny. Like a lot of guys came up that like, and then he was just a funny guy, man. It's like it's got what's that, 96, 97, something like that. And you immediately knew he was a funny guy because he was just, it's like everybody else, just sit at the table, just fucking bashing each other. That's what we do. And a lot of guys will get bashed and not come back. And anyone that travels from the great part about watching Kevin do so well is the better he does, the fucking unhappier it has to make Keith. So that's how we don't look.
That's the pleasure you take out of it.
It's fucking no one roots for Kevin harder than Keith's friends.
Did Keith brought you to New York for the first time?
Keith brought me to New York. I'm gonna tell you, you know a good Norton moment for me though. This is when I knew that Norton was just there was some success that was going on, especially financially. Remember when I came to your apartment? I forgot why. I was there. You had the place in New York, and it was in a building, but like it was small, but like this was
43rd
your place.
Street.
Yeah.
With that huge window.
Yeah.
And I get in there, but just the fact, he had all the stuff going on. Norton had the computers and his flat screen TVs. And I was like, "What? You never told me you had all this stuff. Like, what do you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm doing well, son." And he taps me on the back. I'm doing well. He's like, "I'm doing well. I'm out here. Did I tell you I'm on shows? Like, who are you talking with? Was it
Probably Dice
It
at
was
that
Dice.
time.
Yeah, Dice shows. He had so much stuff going on, but I was like, yo, it's going to happen. Like, Norton's making money. It's not like he's out and he's bragging about it, but he's had this for a while. This could happen, man. I just gotta keep pushing. It was the small pieces of motivation that you would get from weird people. But I'll never forget that. Like, he's like, I'm doing well, son. He's like, I got the radio, I got Dice. I tell you, I'm sold out.
Doing
I'm
well,
my own
son.
show. I'm just serious. Gave me the small pat on the back like a young guy. And I was like, I need to get it together. It was motivation, Jimmy.
It's good. But the real thought was, if this fucking zilch can have a decent apartment, I'm going to live in Bel Air. And he was right. If this fucking moderately talented, ugly fucking cracker can have a decent apartment, I'm going to be in 30 films in 2 years.
Oh, God.
Yeah, my fucking furnishings were awful in that apartment, too.
It was, dude, you, I can honestly say, though, between Jim, I'll say Jim and, who else can I say probably would get Bobby? Bobby would give you glimpses of positivity. Everybody else would just mean all the time. But I've had some conversations with Jim in the past that were really good. Like, hey man, you're doing the right thing, and hey, you're getting funny. Just regardless of what's going on, don't stop. Keep writing. Always improve. So I got glimpses of greatness from Jim at certain points, which was always good.
And you said Bobby, as in Bob Kelly.
Well, Bobby, here's the thing about Bobby. Bobby's self-esteem is so low.
Oh, God.
It's the low. Listen, Bobby's
horrible to watch.
self-esteem is so low. So even when you're playing and you're being mean, like if you're teasing people, you can always glimpse and look at Bobby, and you'll kind of see him thinking about what you just said. Like if you're like, Bobby, shut up, fat boy. Like you'll literally see him he'll curl up for a second and think about his life for 2 seconds, and then give you that uncomfortable laugh, like. Like he's not really enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knows it's kind of true.
Yeah.
Bob knows he's a fat zilch.
Oh, poor Bob.
You know what, dude? This is the call you get right now. Go fuck yourself. Like that one time. Shut up, Bob.
So he tries to make up with it
with gadgets,
with gadgets and stuff,
Yeah.
and little
Trinkets.
things with that fucking bandolier. Have you seen the bandolier he's wearing now? It's the dumbest fucking thing.
It literally is like what Chewbacca wears. Bob has a fat man's purse. it wraps around him like you ever see Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? The way they wore the fucking
it's a
bullets?
bandolier.
And he puts his wallet in one, his phone
And
in
it's
the
got
other.
pockets in it and things.
So he doesn't have to go into
like,
his pocket.
dude, this is the best. You're at the airport. Boom, you put it in the tray. You're going. He goes, look, I got my water. Ask me for my phone. Oh, Bobby, where's your phone? Boom, it's right here. Oh, he just needs to fill his life up with things and gadgets, and that way he can have conversations with people that aren't just shitting on him.
He sent me Bobby sent me a text of my billboard. I was doing a theater in Boston, so he sends me a text of my billboard blowing up. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's a funny app.
I have no idea.
That's funny.
From his hotel room, he did it.
He sent me a text. He said, "Let me tell you something. I'm tired of seeing your face in my city. If it was up to me, this is what would happen." And he sends me the text, and there's a missile hitting my billboard, blowing it up.
That's good. Wow, that's
funny
a
as hell.
good way to use that.
It really
dumb
was
app.
funny. I saw that.
I remember we did a gig. We were fucking working at college. I don't remember where it was, but Kevin was enjoying Metallica. I remember we were coming back listening to fucking Metallica.
I was in the car.
And then my fucking my cassette thing jammed. My stupid piece of shit Saturn.
Your cassette
Yeah, that's
player
what he is.
jammed.
He was introducing me to rock and roll. Matter of fact,
man.
Jim is the first person to actually introduce me to a bunch of rock and roll.
Really?
I had no choice because he was driving.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I had to deal with it, but I actually found myself liking a couple. Got a little weird at some point.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy's got a very eclectic taste in music.
Well,
He'll go from your mainstream hit rock to some weird fucking out there shit.
Jim's just weird, but once you understand that that's who he is, then you're fine. Like, I was like, okay, I get it.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Johnny Cash.
That's what I hate. I hate.
That's kind of going into the weird.
The confident.
Well, you know, but a man who has eclectic taste likes good thing. You know who likes Johnny Cash? Marina Franklin.
Here we go. Here it
Marina
comes.
Franklin.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
She's another comedian.
Yeah, she is. Oh, you know,
She's
Marina.
funny, man.
Yeah. I was trying to name a black person that likes Johnny Cash, and Marina is the only one I know.
That was it, huh?
The only one. It begins and ends with her.
With her.
She's the only person.
I think I've heard 2 Johnny Cash songs in my life.
Yeah.
Did you really? I mean, I know you for a long time, and we have to ask because it's here. Did you really go through? Was your ass asking for $90,000 a month?
Of course she was.
Oh Christ, on a pony.
Of course.
Holy cow.
That's what they do. See, but here's the difference. See, here's the difference. Are you the guy that gets mad at that, or are you the guy that says, you know what? If that's what you feel like you should ask for it and go through the process that you do, regardless, you're still the mother of my kids, I still love you, I'm still going to be there for my kids, but that's what you do. You can't control it. There's nothing you can do. They can do that forever. They can go back and ask for whatever number that comes up in their head. And
That's if you got kids, yeah.
But they can do whatever they want.
When I went through mine, I fucking, I had to pay out a lot of money, but there was a light at the end of the tunnel where it ends, and I never, ever have to speak to that fucking woman again.
Yeah, see, I'm the complete opposite.
See?
I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So you're cool with that?
I'm
in
just
a
cool.
weird
Hey,
way.
do whatever you
That means
feel
you're
you
making a
need to do.
shitload of money.
Well, here's the thing. I mean,
well,
as long as things are the way it should be, you know what someone can get and what they can't get.
Right.
As long as your papers and your books are right and where it's supposed to be, then at the end of the day, you can go and ask and take all the court time that you need. And I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not wasting any mental energy. I'm happy. I'm in a very happy place.
You know what I don't like about that whole situation when it happens? The fact that you're doling over so much cash, and you're in a career that there's no fucking guarantees. So if I'm a broke motherfucker after a few years, can I go back and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I could get a few of those bucks back? Yeah, that'll happen. Fuck. It's there's
Because they
no
assume
fucking,
you're going to make the same money.
There's
for
no
a long
justice
time.
there. It's not a fair arrangement.
Not at all. But like I said, you can't control it. So why waste?
That's true.
Why waste energy over it?
You know what? I love how you philosophize it.
That means
Because I just sat there for probably a good 5 years just being an angry motherfucker about it.
That's one thing I refuse to do.
Oh, it's terrible.
I refuse to do it. Yo. When I say I am happy, and I'm not even talking about the business. I'm not even talking about entertainment or movies. Right. No, I'm talking about as a person. I'm happy. As a father, I'm happy. My circle is solid. I'm not crazy. Like, I'm in a good place. It
That's
takes
very
a
healthy
lot
and
to
good.
move me right now.
It took a while. But I like Andy Dufresne, I emerged from the shit pipe and threw my arms up into the rain, and I was free.
That's after you did taxes and were fucked in the ass by a bunch of other prisoners. Also like Andy Dufresne.
I'd like to say the Internal Revenue Service didn't get to him. Yeah, well.
That's why I am with it. That's why I am. But hey, I can go so much deeper than that of more court shit. It's just you can't stop it.
The only annoying part is like legal. 'Cause I've had some legal stuff too, and it's just frustrating to have to pay legal fees. Like it's like the lawyers, even your own lawyers in any situation, they never try to make it easier.
No, it's the lawyer's job to keep it going. Lawyers work together.
Let it ride.
It takes a dumb person to not understand that or realize that. So as an intelligent person, you understand the system. As a lawyer, it's my job to keep this going.
Yep.
As her lawyer or your lawyer, whatever, it's our job to continue conflict.
We're billing per hour.
Pretty much.
For 10 minutes.
Because the two lawyers don't hate each other. It's usually the people who are quarreling who even have the issues. So the lawyers, they both understand each other in a way that the couple doesn't.
They got to wink every so often.
The lawyers are looking at each other.
And they see how much money they're going to make.
We got a good couple here. We're going to
jackpot.
Put an addition on that house.
They go jackpot.
Send the kid to college. Yeah.
Jackpot. Oh, we got to go. Jackpot. Oh, this is going to go for 7 years. This is good.
The jackpot divorce is here. Like you meet the jackpots, they're
both lawyers applaud when you guys walk in the courtroom and they come. But it is what it is, and sometimes it's easier if the people don't hate each other because you're not going to be as blunt. But the lawyer will feed that. If both people are like, you know what, we're kind of okay with that, the lawyer will go, and that's all
they need them. My job is this: as long as my kids aren't being affected, I have no problem with what's going on. As long as a parent, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and we maintain that relationship to where my kids can see it, I'm happy. But if it ever, that's why I say I can't let it get to me. Because if I do allow it to get to me, then I'm the person that's around my kids, and now I'm the guy to shut up, woman, and I turn to the crazy guy. I don't want to be that guy. So I choose not to address whatever goes on in the courtroom. I don't even talk to her about it. I don't even talk to her about it.
Really?
I've never had a conversation.
Just whenever it happens in the courtroom,
I've
never outside.
I promise you that.
Wow, you've never had to bite your lip?
I've never had a conversation about it. You would think that I don't.
Have
know
you
anything
wanted
that's
to
going
say
on.
something?
I will
Wow.
never.
It's amazing.
Address it.
That's a better way to go
on?
through something like that.
How's everything?
Well, you have
Good?
to deal with them too because you have kids together, so you're always going to be a part of each other's life. So it's probably smarter.
It's much smarter.
How old
to
are the
do that
kids?
way. 7 and 4.
Okay,
yeah. You can't be that guy at that age.
I got 18 years of it.
You'll bend their mind.
18 years of it. So if I start out now and there's any angry bone in my body, it's going to last for 18 years.
You remember that shit as a kid. Like, you grow up and go like, oh, fuck, I remember when he was yelling.
They don't see any of it. I call him and have his guy, hey, what's going on? Everybody fine? Where's your mom? Let me talk to her. That's good.
Yeah.
Where the kids? Hey, how y'all doing? I'll be there in a little bit. Y'all need anything? I'm gonna bring some food. Anybody hungry? Right. Nike sent me some products. I'm gonna bring it by for you guys.
Much too nice.
That's killing with kindness, man.
Yeah.
I refuse to go the other route.
He gets good Nike stuff.
Come on,
Kev. See that? That's what I learned.
Kevin's got to do TV.
And Kevin's a good guy, man.
Damn.
He hooked Keith Robinson up.
Yeah.
Keith showed me what you gave him. That was nice, man.
Hopefully AIDS.
Yes, exactly. And a new pair of glasses and a wine habit. What a drunk Keith is turning into.
Let me give you. I'm going to give you the funniest Keith Robinson story ever. Okay, I don't even know. He's probably going to punch me in the stomach to tell you this, but it's that funny. All right, Keith is cussing me out about my business managers. He's like, stupid, what are you doing? Like, listen, what are you doing with your money? What are you doing? Are people signing checks for you? I'm like, no, nobody sign checks for me. Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Yes. Let me tell you something, stupid. Okay? You make sure you got your books handled. Don't let anybody else control your money. Okay? And I'm telling you that. All right? All right, now Keith, I'm serious. All right, but I'm not I'm doing well financially. I'm smart. All right, well, don't make me ask you again, little dummy, because I'm telling you for a reason, okay? The next day, Keith calls me. They got me. What? What are you talking about? The IRS, stupid. They're talking.
Oh, fuck.
They're talking some things. It's cool, though. I'm going to get them, but they're.
They got me.
Hey, listen, he talked about them like they were a gang. They got me, stupid. Don't worry. I'm on it, though. I'm going to get them. But he just tortured me and ran me about stuff.
Wow.
What a dunce.
Oh, is that fucking good?
That's classic.
I was hoping
he's schooling you. Hey, dummy.
IRS That's a tactic, right? Right after he gave me the best advice ever.
I wanted. This is the story I was hoping for, and it hasn't happened yet because Kevin has to go ESTV. We're promoting Think Like a Man. There's posters for it all over, and the trailer looked funny. And you're a funny fuck, man.
Thank you, sir.
And your stuff is good. You hate to admit that to your friend, but
I say
Kevin's
you're
a really,
pained. You're pained.
No, but
saying
Kevin's
that.
a really great comic too. It's like you can't not. Patrice said that about you too. We were talking about something, and Patrice didn't hand out a lot of stand-up compliments. But whatever the special was that was out at the time, he's like, it's funny, man. It's really funny. Yeah, like he genuinely respected your stand-up. The conversation I'm waiting for is fucking Keith and you in the car, where he's like, look, man, I just need some help. And the tears. I'm waiting for Keith to ask for some help and the tears to come down. That hasn't happened yet, but it will. Within 5 years, you'll have that conversation with him.
I'm gonna, no matter what, though, Keith, our relationship is so close, and I put him through so much. Like, people have no idea the stuff that I've done. Like, dude,
really?
I pissed in Keith's car, like, in his seat, in the passenger seat. Drunk on my 21st birthday. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Fell asleep 21st birthday.
Man.
I pissed in the passenger seat of his car. Didn't tell him. Just got up. I knew it. I woke up and was like, oh shit, I just pissed. I just got out of his car and walked.
Man.
He called me the next morning. Stupid, you're going to clean it. you think you're not going to clean it? You're going to get a detail. I pissed in his car good. I've done so much, man. Ruined his relationships. Lied. Oh, I put him through so much. You have no idea, man. Like that guy there, I'm loyal to Keith for a reason. He's done a lot for me, man.
That's cool.
He gave Keith a very nice gift.
Cool.
He
Love that.
I'll tell him because he told me he gets a truck from Ford for doing a commercial, and and Keith was talking shit. This is how dumb Keith is. He was going out to L.A. and he's like and
no, you're fine.
Okay, I want to make sure you didn't sign anything that said you wouldn't. And
I still have it. I actually bought Keith one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I bought him one.
Oh, you bought him?
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
I got a lot of money, Jim.
Oh, Roland's making faces over here.
He bought Keith Robinson a fucking truck.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, bought Keith Robinson.
There's the genuine again.
We'll
leave with the genuine. He's got to go to live with Kelly.
Kevin Hart for real, #4 on #4, not the word for. Kevin Hart for real on Twitter, and Think Like a Man is in theaters Friday, and it's got a good cast. Jerry Ferrara, you're friends with Chris Brown, and Wendy Williams, so it's obviously a good cast, and good luck, man.
Oh,
Happy to see you.
Great seeing you again,
I always
man.
love coming here, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'll see you guys again. Jim, love you unattractive son of a bitch. I'll see you later.
Kevin Hart, everyone.
Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Kevin Hart, he's all right.
I love Kevin.
Yeah, he's very, very cool. Think Like a Man in theaters Friday.
And he really is a good actor. So me and Oprah were talking in the break about like your friends making it and doing really well, and he's a dude that like honestly, he's a really good actor. He looks great on camera. He's a funny stand-up. He's obviously a charismatic, funny dude. So it's like you don't begrudge a guy like that when he's doing really well because I understand why people like him.
And you were telling me he could do 10,000 seats?
Oh, yeah, Kevin can sell 10,000 seats. Kevin can
10,000
do
tickets.
A fucking... he might be up to even larger in certain markets. He might be able to do an actual arena. But you don't begrudge a guy like that because he is actually really good. Comics don't like it when shitty comics make it.
Not many arena guys.
No, there's not.
What's the short list? Dane Cook?
Dane, I don't know if Dane can actually do an arena right now, or maybe like 7,000 or 8,000. Which again, I'm not taking anything away. The guys are the big ones right now. I don't know if Louis can do an arena, but he can do a lot.
Pretty close.
Louis
right?
is fucking massive. Kevin,
Russell Peters,
Chelsea Handler is one of the biggest selling comics. Yeah, Russell Peters. There's a short list of guys.
Ron White.
I don't know if Ron can do 10,000 seats right now. I'm
That's
not
a
sure.
lot. Gaffigan can sell a few.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, CNN. We're looking at John Cusack.
The Raven showcases Poe's works. It sure does. We're going to have John Cusack in a few minutes here.
It says Cusack on Edgar Allan Poe, and then it says, quote, he's the godfather of goth. Do you think he's going to say that? How much do you want to bet?
You want to bet?
I bet he says that.
Let's bet.
You want to bet?
Let's just make it like $20. I bet $20 he says he's the godfather of goth at some point during the interview.
I want to try to screw him up, and I'm going to say something that sounds like that, but not that first.
What are you?
No!
Like he's the uncle of modern day sadness
And then
movement.
but then he go, well, he's the godfather of goth.
But more importantly, you're ripping off Groucho Marx. Hoo-hoo.
Oh, the secret word? Say the secret word, the bird flies down.
Well, let's start that bit with all our guests.
That's funny.
We'll try to see if they
The
say
secret
something
phrase.
out there.
This is the secret phrase.
Secret phrase. So, godfather of goth.
We're going for that today?
I think, because that sounds like a catchphrase that they would want to get out there for the movie.
Sure.
Like, oh, Godfather Goth. Let's make Edgar Allan Poe cool.
They
yeah.
They are really quick. They are showing like an actual scene from The Raven on CNN right now.
Yeah.
My copy was absolutely darker than this.
Oh,
Way
really?
darker.
Yeah, they
Wow,
probably did
this
that
looks
to
really.
screw with you.
The cinematography looks great in that scene. I didn't. They gave me kind of a lame copy. They didn't want me to fucking, dupe it and sell.
The fact they just gave
sell
one
copies.
copy is so irritating.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Fucking. When's it out?
Cusack was exhausted playing Poe.
For Friday.
Why would
Oh,
he
yeah?
be exhausted playing a guy?
Well,
to
it's
get
very
into the character.
Yeah, you got to get into the character. Edgar Allan Poe is very macabre.
What do we know about that guy? He was a drunk. I think.
Was he?
I think he drank a lot. They showed that in the
Sounds
movie.
fun.
Not you. Ed.
What else? Did he die early? How old was the Edgar Allan Poe when he died?
I'm going to say 67.
What year was it? That he
1850.
Jimmy.
1849.
Oh, damn.
Jimmy
look
knows
at
his
you.
Edgar Allan Poe.
And he was 40.
40.
But I think he stopped writing, right? Didn't he do most of his shit really early on and then said, fuck it?
Oh.
I don't know either.
Mow.
I just threw that out there. Let's see if that's right.
Poe died destitute despite his fame. He died destitute.
He died in 1849?
That's right.
1849.
Wow.
What do you mean he died destitute? What does
Thank
that
God
mean?
he didn't
like homeless
have to
and shit?
Live,
No money.
I picked up a few destitutes.
Thank God for him, he didn't have to see what happened in 16 years.
Oh, the slaves thing?
What?
Was that really 1849? God, it's amazing how famous his books are.
Fucking snorting.
He's born 200 years ago.
Did you read Edgar Allan Poe?
Crazy.
I think I tried.
We had
once.
to in school.
Well, what did we have to learn?
The Telltale Hat.
Telltale Hat.
The Hat and the Pendulum. Those are the
Yeah.
books.
He liked absinthe. Is that what I'm seeing there?
The Ravine.
Easter. I don't know if that's true.
Can I tell you the end of the movie?
No. I want to
no.
see it.
No.
Please?
No. I want to see it. So he's going to come in and say the Godfather of Goth.
Who's taking your bet?
I don't know. Who is? Did Ope take my bet?
Not
$20?
officially.
For the fun.
$20
fuck it.
for each.
I lose every bet.
Says
though.
that?
I
For the
suck at
the
betting.
show.
Oh, sweetie, don't give yourself such a hard
The
time. for
iPad was a no-brainer. And they
What
went
if
with
I-
the same size. Get the fuck out of here. And then it comes out they are going to make a mini iPad.
What if I
That's
bait
just
him?
another rumor.
What
It's
if I
not a
bait him
rumor.
little?
That's where it's all going. What?
Dude, what if I bait him a little? Like, is that allowed if I go, so how would you describe Edgar Allan Poe?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
And-
that's fine.
I don't care. It'll just be fun of me. I'll lose that
The
20.
second he says it,
care.
it's just going to be hilarious.
I really don't care.
I don't even care either.
In all fairness, though, just so you know ahead of time, I am broke today.
Oh,
So I'll have to give it to you tomorrow. I
fine.
usually carry more cash around these
That's
days.
fine. We'll be gentlemen.
Have a gentleman's
Shit,
bet.
there was
That's
something else. I was
funny.
saying. Knows a lot about Edgar Allan Poe. You know what? We could do our fucking show prep live right now for everybody.
Yeah?
Why don't we do this?
Okay.
Tom in Harrisburg. Tom.
Hey there, Tom.
How you doing, buddy?
You're out, Tom.
Yeah, I've performed Poe's works for about 15 or 20 years, so if you want to know virtually anything about him, go ahead, fire away.
You know what? I think we could impress John Cusack if we know a little bit about this guy. So give us just basic, quick shit about Edgar Allan Poe. Like
Yeah.
we're talking like Cliff Notes here. Cliff Notes shit.
Well, basically, the reason he wrote all the nasty, horrible stuff that he did was because virtually everybody he ever loved in his life died way too early of horrifying diseases and shit.
Why?
Oh, that's great info.
Why did that happen?
Yeah.
He just had
it-
bad luck?
But yeah, it's consumption and some cancers and
The
things
consumption.
Like that. Yeah. Like all of the Mask of the Red Death and all the ones that deal with wasting diseases and shit like that are a direct result of people dying of tuberculosis and everything else.
Look, my answer would be everyone died that he loved. I would
Very
get that question correct on an exam.
That's
He also, his wife Virginia was actually his first cousin.
Oh, what's that?
First cousin, wife?
Yep. And
that means there's some funny pose walking around right now. There's some funny pose.
then on top of that, she was 13 years old when they got married.
Whoa!
Yay!
Can't hold that against the guy.
Anthony loves Edgar Allan Poe.
Love Edgar.
This was his first wife?
Yeah, it was his only wife. Yeah, they.
She was 13 when they got married. How old was he?
He was, I think, 26.
And, those were different times.
That was acceptable.
Like, he died at 40,
It really was. I mean, it was a smaller world, so the fact
They understood pubic hair back then.
Oh, man.
Why else would you have pubic hair?
It's like reading the tea leaves.
But why else would you have pubic hair? We just decided a long time ago that's fucked up.
To tell if they're old enough?
That means you're ready for sex.
Oh, yeah? Is that how that works?
I don't go there. I'm just giving you some logic, though.
It's like Logan's Run where the thing beeps on your hand.
They just understood.
Time to fuck.
They understood,
When your
man.
pubes grow in.
If you got buds and pubic hair, nature's saying, look, what are you waiting for?
And he actually wasn't the drunk that everybody thinks he was. He didn't even take any drugs. Yeah, the reason everybody thinks that is after he was dead, his personal and professional rival, a guy named Rufus Griswold, actually wrote his biography a couple of weeks after he died.
Oh,
and
man.
Griswold just lied his fucking ass off.
What a cock.
Wait, so why?
Thank you.
The guy didn't drink that much?
Well, he was like the classic binge alcoholic where he would go on a bender for a couple of days once every couple of years. And it's my theory that he was actually allergic to alcohol.
I am too. I get woozy. I fall down. I talk all slurred.
That means you're drunk.
That's not an allergy. It's because you're fucking drinking too much. Getting fucked up on Colt 45s. Yo, bitch, get your son out the room. Chipper, stop jibber-jabbering over there.
So, yeah, like one drink would affect him like 10 drinks would. And he would go on a bender, get really fucked up, and then he would abstain for the next couple of years. He was like a binge alcoholic.
Yeah, but most people would think that he was a drunk. What else?
yeah.
He would binge. He is an alcoholic.
Yeah, okay. And what did he die of? That's a good one.
That's the mystery. I tend to think it was a combination of the allergy to alcohol.
I don't give a fuck what you think. What does history say?
It's a mystery.
All we know is that he was found in a ditch in Washington wearing somebody else's clothes, and 3 days later he was dead in a hospital. But what he actually died of is a total mystery. And I like to think he would like that.
His teeth were dry.
No, it wasn't from dry teeth, Edgar. He didn't die from dry teeth.
He couldn't take medicine.
No.
But was there any signs of foul play?
Oh, foul play. Was his death macabre?
I hate that. Were there signs of foul play?
Well, one of the strange theories is that it's a thing called cooping, which is a form of voter fraud, where back in the day you could take a drunk, have him go into the voting polling place, have him vote once, take him across town to another voting place, put him in a different set of clothes, and send him in and vote. Vote early, vote
So
often.
Obama got elected. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Acorn was working back then too.
Yeah.
But so they think because he was what they call worse for the wear and sort of incoherent and drugged up, they think that might have been a form of voter fraud, and he might have succumbed from whatever treatment he had gotten the night before.
Mysterious death, I'm going to write down. See? I'm cramming, man. All right, and finally, one Edgar Allan Poe tidbit that will blow John Cusack away. Just one fucking
Didn't have dried
thing.
teeth.
One thing.
He wrote all sorts of stories, dealing with premature burial, being buried alive and confined, and things like that, because he felt guilty perhaps he felt guilty for falling in love with and marrying his own first cousin. In fact, she was much younger than him. So all these things might have come from a guilty conscience.
Nice. I think we're good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think we're good for the test. Good.
And he was actually a hell of a lot funnier than people think he was. He wasn't like he had a wicked sense of humor. If you actually read all of his shit, he was an incredibly funny guy.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that, but I'm asking about Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. His moose bit is hilarious. He hacks the moose to pieces. It's great. Very macabre.
All right, Tom from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
It's Todd, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, you did.
Tad.
You cared because you
Whatever the
corrected
fuck
us.
it is. Where's John
All
Cusack?
right, Todd. Thank you so much, sir. Are we done with this guy with the Edgar Allan Poe stuff?
Yeah, we're done with him.
All right.
Where's John Cusack?
He's running a little late on his
media tour.
His show he's doing before us.
Oh yeah.
What show is he doing before us?
Howard
who?
Stern.
Oh, the Stern guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, he found time not to.
I wonder what he's talking about.
Probably Edgar Allan Poe.
And
He's
any old movies he's mentioning?
well, it's
Well, I like that. Say anything.
so I don't mind. There's certain people that you don't want to wait for Howard to finish with before they come over. John Cusack, I don't mind because we don't know John Cusack.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's fine. People we know. Yeah.
I was doing those reads, and I gotta use the bathroom before John Cusack gets here.
Go use the
So we can break again.
You guys,
just took one.
Is he? Well, when he leaves, it still takes a few minutes. So we can take another break, and then we can go to the end of the show.
yeah, let's do that.
Really fast. Sean has better Edgar Allan Poe tidbits.
Oh.
Why do you have better Edgar Allan Poe tidbits?
Because I'm a literature professor.
That would do it.
You don't like that actor guy?
No, I mean, he's interpreting his shit. But here's the coolest tidbit. Edgar Allan Poe was classmates at West Point with Robert E. Lee, who funded his first book of poetry.
That's pretty fucking
Who
cool.
did what with his first book?
He funded it.
Oh, funded. I didn't hear
His
that.
classmates at West Point paid him, gave him money, and he published his first book of poems called El Araf.
All right. You know what? You know what's fascinating when listeners call and give us information? Someone will always call to refute that information and call the other guy an idiot that knew nothing.
I love it.
It's every single time.
All right, what do you know about Edgar Allan Poe? Quickly.
I'm going to the bathroom too.
His father walked off when he was about 4 years old. He never saw him again. His mother died of consumption. He was adopted by the Clems. And his stepfather, his adopted father, never would adopt him, which hurt Poe's feelings his whole life.
Wait, what happened? Because Edgar was distracting me. He wants me to go to the bathroom, but I'm not going to do that. I'm a professional, and I'm going to sit here and get more Edgar Allan Poe info for the big John Cusack interview. So run through this again. I did not hear the whole 4-year-old. So give me his bio.
Poe's parents were very well-known actors, right? And his father disappeared when Poe was about 4 years old. His mother died of tuberculosis and left Poe and his brother and his sister orphans. You hung up on me, didn't you? Fucking hate this. Anyway, Poe had a giant cock. Talk to you later. Bye.
Opie and Anthony. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Want to say hi to John? Oh, he's not here yet?
Oh.
What happened? What happened?
Like 12 after. We got an update there, Sammy?
He's still on the Howard Stern show.
Well, when he's done, he'll come over.
Yeah.
That happens.
Let's still get our time.
After all, we are the second bananas around here.
I don't care.
I don't mind a guy doing. I really don't, because he may be a Howard fan for 15 years or 20. Who knows? But or they may have a relationship. But there's certain times where people refuse to do this show first, where it's like, that's why I'm done with Jonah Hill forever. Even though I like Jonah personally, I genuinely think he's great, and I mean that. I would say if I thought he stunk.
But
I think that we had to say.
Oh, that was the day he did Howard show and not ours.
But it wouldn't come here at all, and that's what bugged me. Like one day,
but then he wanted to come back when maybe his movie needed a little more help than Moneyball.
And no one said don't do Howard. No one said don't. Literally, if he had said, "Look, yeah, man, I'll be happy to come over. I got to do TV, so I can come over for 10, 15 minutes only," I'd be totally great with that.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice of you to come by.
It would be wonderful.
But sometimes you just got to cut ties angrily, and sometimes you got to do it not angrily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty honest about when we're mad at another person. I don't feel any anger for him.
Father left when he was 4. I'm cramming for the exams. Too.
I'm ready.
Father left.
So, what about Edgar Allan Poe's notoriously dry teeth?
Funded.
Wasn't that Edgar?
Yes, it is.
And who adopted him? Clems, right? The Clems.
The Mellencamp's.
Was it the Mellencamp?
Shut up.
Oh, shit.
His older brother, Eugene.
There was no Eugene.
I might have Tom Petty's guitars. Just want to put that out there.
Whoa.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because they were found.
Oh,
Oh,
then I
really?
don't have his guitars.
Thank God.
Someone gave me some guitars. I thought they might have been Tom Petty's.
I'd be afraid they have bed bugs in them.
You think he looks like the type of guy that might have bed bugs?
Hello.
Oh.
Just acting.
Damn, that was good.
Oh, shit. Fooled every motherfucker in the room. That's right. Fooled every motherfucker in the
Such a dick.
This is a fun show, man.
No, it's not.
I mean, not at this moment, but I mean, it's just a silly, fun fucking show.
I should have not cared a long time ago because I really have a good time now.
It's fun, dude. It's
Why
a
the
fun
fuck
gig.
did I give a shit for so many years? This is way more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Gives a fuck what happens to us.
We should chat
I
with
don't really care.
Steve Blatter after.
Oh, we will. Oh, boy, is he going to
Yes.
talk
Oh, that's
to.
Wait, you guys are scheduling a meeting?
That's right.
No way.
Whoa! What's that? Whoa! Tell Big Ethel you'll talk to her later. And tell fucking Reggie and Archie that you can't make it. We need you.
Archie, Jughead.
I did give Anthony a warning back to the studio today.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Put my coffee there.
I told him I'm in one of those moods, and he might have to pull the brim down on his hat.
Pull the brim of my hat down, which I do when I don't want to make eye contact with anybody in the studio because it's too embarrassing what's going on.
I'm in rare form today. He better be on his best behavior.
Are you just going to ask questions?
No, I'm not going to be a dick at
about
all.
Edgar Allan Poe that you already know the answer to like impress him? Hey, I heard.
I'm going to show some knowledge, but I only attack guests when they deserve it now. The old days, half the people didn't they didn't deserve it. That's the difference.
Wooden teeth, Edgar Allan Poe.
I got a better
Edgar.
Hold on, I got a better update from Stephen Philly just now, 9:13 a.m.
Yes.
Probably is.
Could be.
Howard goes, at this point it could be. Howard goes, "Oh, John has to leave." Cusack, "No, I don't have to leave." They continue to talk.
He probably wasn't informed.
But that means Steve's not listening to us. That's
He
why
could be
that
listening
always
to both.
pisses me
He's
off.
monitoring both shows.
Oh, I hope
He's
so.
monitoring both shows.
I hope so.
Got 2 ears.
Maybe he's just going back and forth like he's some kind of a volleyball or something.
And this guy goes, "Howard is intentionally fucking you guys right now, not letting John leave." I don't care.
It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
You get to eat your
Whatever Howard
yogurt.
wants to do. He'll be in here.
Yeah,
some point.
I'm not concerned with
some
John Cusack
point.
being late. I'm sure he'll be here and he'll be chipper with that, and he'll be happy to see us, and he'll be fine.
Plus, you guys got an hour to fill anyway, so it's like...
That's not the way I look at this radio show.
It's not?
No, I say there's an hour of quality entertainment left to give these fucking guys and gals.
Exactly.
I say that all the time. You guys don't hear because the mics are off, but every time the mics go on after a break, I'll be like, let's entertain these guys and gals. Gets the fucking troops get rallied.
I've never heard you say that.
Yeah. If you don't agree with me, you're a communist. Yeah, good point, Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted.
Good point, Uncle Ted. Wrap yourself up in the flag. God bless. God bless. You know we're wrong. You're right, we're wrong. Good point.
United States of Ted.
That's right.
Where we live.
You're a patriot. We're all communist faggots.
Of
Excellent
course we
point.
are.
Well said.
I need help from the audience.
Ted's world. We just live in it.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right. President Ted in the U.S. of Ted.
There's audio of a cockpit. This goes back to the last summer. I found sort of part of it yesterday, but it was bad quality. Of a pilot, his mic's open, whatever you call those fucking things when they're in the cockpit.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike is radio.
And he was basically talking about how he was banging broads all over the place, stewardesses.
Oh, really?
In this city, and they're wild in Chicago, and I think there was some gay stuff.
Ooh,
making fun of some of the
I thought he
making
was
fun of
talking
some of the guys that you see serving you on the plane,
servicing. Oh,
and I guess he didn't realize his mic was on, and he's in the middle of a flight, and then other pilots are basically trying to say, "Your mic's live, your mic's on,"
man.
And then everyone is just listening to this guy just say all this stuff, and then other pilots had to get involved and tell the tower, "Look, I just want to let you know this isn't us. It's the other guy." It was a whole fucking thing.
We got it.
You think you got it?
Well, when it may be the hate ran if he's talking about gays and stuff.
Oh, it could be.
I didn't hear any hate at all when I was listening to this.
What are you talking about gays?
I was howling. Oh, I guess
gays?
Oh, I guess some people would find that hate speech. Yeah. I found it really funny.
Let's find out.
Right.
But I had Tucson, Indy, all 4 weeks. And
This might be it.
Chicago cruise. 11 out of 12. There's 12 flight attendants, individual, never the same flight attendant twice. 11 over the top homosexuals.
Let me find an uncensored version.
Why is that censored?
Sam,
they weren't broadcasting on regular radio.
Sam, leave the curses.
But that's definitely it. That's definitely it.
It is. Okay, good.
Yeah, so if you can find it uncensored.
Uncensored.
Dirty.
And this is classic.
I hate that. Uncensored.
Put the beeps in.
You like him?
Yes, I do.
Where's our Cusack update?
He's still on the air with Howard.
All right. I'm not staying late for a Cusack. I'll tell you right the fuck
He's a
now.
big star.
I don't care.
Big star.
I don't care.
Got things to do.
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on?
None of your business.
Why wouldn't you just share your lives?
He's busy. He's getting his teeth moistened.
Nobody gets their teeth moistened.
What's Howard doing over there with him? Does he run out of things to talk about in the movie? Now he's just like, you know what I really like? Lesbian.
Well, he was asking him. He was running.
Robin.
Know what I don't like? Losing lawsuits.
Oh. He was running down a list of, did you fuck this girl?
Oh, he's doing that.
Oh, he's doing the did you fuck
he's never
this
done
girl?
that bit before. That's weird.
I've heard that one, I think.
You have?
Okay.
Hey, you want to take this to a vote? What time do we cancel the John Cusack interview because we have been put out?
Well, I'll give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. To what time?
And give him...
He was scheduled at 9. He's 20 minutes late.
9. I think 9:30 is safe.
And he may not know every bit of his schedule.
9:30.
What about 9? Like, give him till 9:45 and then just do 15 minutes with him. Give him till 9:45.
Nope. Not in my world. Half hour late, I'm not around.
You still got to be
You
here
tell
anyway.
me to meet at Starbucks or something, and you're a half hour late, I am gone, Sam.
But you guys still got to stay here.
What?
But if you worked at Starbucks, you wouldn't leave early.
Right. Yeah, but
I don't like
that's
this.
the beauty of it, canceling, and then he's all confused outside the studio as we continue to broadcast. That shows that we have balls. Like,
You like
look,
that?
we have a limit of how long we'll wait for you. Yeah.
I don't like this Sam's our boss bullshit
Yeah,
that
I
he
don't
pulls
like this
now.
bit.
If I want to fucking leave right now, I will, Sam.
Somebody's got to
fucking...
produce this goddamn show.
What?
Oh,
You're not talking to fucking Chip Chipperson here.
What?
You're talking to a guy who almost had a fist fight with a Russian last night.
Right.
What the fuck did you do
I'm
last
in
night?
no
I was in a
mood.
fight yesterday.
No, you weren't.
Oh,
What did you
Shouldn't
say?
have mentioned me.
Oh, Chip.
I was being quiet.
I'm going 2 out of 3 votes. I say 9:30.
Give him till 9. He's talking about smoking pot right now.
You know what? I'm saying 9:30, and I'm going to stick to it. So when he's all awkward outside that studio, we got to hang in there and be tough.
How about this? I have Eric write down the questions that Howard's asking him right now,
We just ask him the
and
same
then we
thing.
just ask him those questions.
That's pretty good.
Are you with me at 9:30?
Well, now it's just
Tell you the
8
truth, the
minutes.
movie wasn't even that, you know.
Oh, boy, you said it was pretty good. Oh. That's true. I'm getting some
what?
Some text here saying that enjoy Cusack on the shit show. Sam Roberts and John Cusack.
Well, we do have a Jimmy.
That's rapping.
We have a Jimmy picture issue.
Yeah.
You want to get a picture with him?
Well, of course.
I would like to, but I'm not obsessed with it.
No.
He's fine. Sure, I would get one.
He's talking about Woody Harrelson right now.
Cool. I love Woody Harrelson. I was
Is there-
watching People vs. Larry Flint last night.
Is there
Fucking
any?
awesome.
Is there any feel that he might be wrapping up?
He is rapping. Is a text? Yeah, it sounds like they're rapping
Cool.
right now.
I rap really good too.
So now they're going to rap for a while?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm the star system. I'm like the Big Dipper. When I drink soda, I'm not a sipper.
How does it finish?
If you want to see a gigantic you-know-what, look behind my zipper.
And then the last line?
I walk real graceful. I ain't no tripper.
I thought it was going to be Chippa in there.
What's that? I swim good like I got a pair of flippers. This is just awful radio. Chip doing rhymes.
Wait, is that literally how much time he has?
There's a countdown clock.
What do you mean?
Till 9:30.
Oh, I thought that's how much time he actually had to spend with us.
Yeah, the countdown clock is legit.
I just got note as they were wrapping up, they fell back into conversation.
You serious?
Yes.
I want 9:30 to hit so bad now.
Oh no!
That's
How
what
about
we
9:35?
No,
9:35.
Anyone? Uncomfortable.
Because I'd rather play the Southwestern audio, to be honest with you, because it's great.
Oh, it's gonna be uncomfortable though.
Any takers for 9:35?
9:30, man.
Where's you get 9:30, 9:30? We got a 9:30 over here. It's 9:35, 9:35, 9:35 and 5. Yep. 9:35. We got 9:35, 9:30, 40, 40, 49, 41. No.
I think we'll have a good time with it.
Why is it always something good in the locker? It's like, I think I got a bad locker here. But what's gold doubloons? It's gold doubloons and an old stripper's cowboy boot from Vegas.
Yeah.
Wow, who knew? Yeah, I like that.
With his
dumb
T-shirt
show.
and hat on that says
Hey, 135. Game is going to get 5.
That guy is great.
5 more. Is there 140, 140, 140?
That guy is fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I love auctioneers.
Amazing how an auctioneer can talk so fucking fast.
Yeah. I don't know. There's like a
They got like a few catchwords or phrases that they use.
5. Can you give me 5?
Yeah.
Find an auctioneer on YouTube if you can.
You'll probably find fastest auctioneer. Put in fastest auctioneer. I bet it's ludicrous how fast that is.
They're wrapping up again.
Oh, again? Mm-hmm. John Cusack, thanks for stopping in and screwing over Opie and Anthony. All right, what do we got? Oh, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, Sam.
5 minutes. Let's hear a fast auctioneer while we wait.
40 grand, bag it at 40, somebody get $40,000. Here to bag it at 40 grand. 40 grand, somebody get $40,000. Somebody get 40, get 35. 35, 25, and now 30. I'm at 25, well, I'm at 30 grand. I'm at 25, 30, now 35, 35, now 40. 35, well, I'm at 40,000. I'm at 35, you want 37.5? 35, well, I'm at 37.5. 35, well, I'm at 75, well, I'm at 5, well, I'm at 37.
He is good.
There's a
It's
lyric.
not fast.
There's a
I mean, it's
lyrical-
fast, but not the fastest.
Yeah.
They lose like 35, 35. Like, that's everyone's impression of an auctioneer. 5, give me 5, 5, 10, 10, 10.
Okay, they're in commercial.
Oh, good.
Oh, that means he's on his way.
He'll be here. Can we tell? We need water for our guest.
Mm-hmm. A little water would be nice.
We have waters.
Sure, I can. No problem.
Okay. I want to hear more auctioneer. He's not here yet.
What happened?
I don't know. I want to hear the auctioneer.
$100. I get 2 grand, get a bit of 25, and now 3. And 3, get a bit of 3, 3, 4. And a bit of 4, get a bit of 4 here, bit is here, 45, 5, get a bit of 45, down, Danny Wong, get a bit of 5, get a bit of $5, get a bit of $5, get a bit of 25, all through, get a bit of 5, get a bit of 5, get a bit of 5, get a bit of 5.
That's been sped up.
I don't think so.
Get a 4 here, bit is here, 45, 5, get a bit of 45, down, Danny here, get a bit of here, get a $5,000, get a 45, down, Danny Ball's on 5 grand.
Wow. Amazing.
Wow, that's cool. I don't think it's sped up.
No,
I think you're right.
He's right.
That's pretty cool.
In big Haas, man.
Those guys
It's
are
over.
great.
All right.
That's everyone's impression of an auctioneer starts out the same way.
You always want him to give you 5. Give me
Yes.
me 5. Get her something.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, something. Give me 5, give me 2. I don't know. I lose my place.
Do you?
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
What time is
Hey,
it? 3 minutes.
Uh-oh.
2.5. Any good shot?
Oh, boy. Here it comes. A little late. No, he's done with that show. He's got to probably go use the bathroom or something.
Comb his hair a little bit.
Yeah. You know, get all revamped here. Godfather Goth. That's what I'm looking for. $20. Shit. Yeah, 20.
I forgot about that part.
Dry teeth.
Giving him a 20. 20. And then,
yeah, I saw it.
I do enjoy a good fast auctioneer.
Do you?
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I'd love to hear one of them
Despite
just...
the talent. Oh, Sam Roberts running. Yes, Sam?
Hear one of them talking.
He's exiting the studio. He might make this on the buzzer.
Oh, shit.
On the buzzer.
He's got 2
looking
minutes.
at 2 minutes to get down the hall. That's okay.
Is he going to the bathroom?
Oh, I hope not.
Well, if he does, I hope it's a piss.
It was a long interview.
He's walking up the hall. On my way to use the message I'm getting. Hang on.
On the way.
Just made it.
I don't know about that yet.
Yeah, I'll make it. Just
You think?
He went to the bathroom.
Oh,
He went to the bathroom.
See, what do we do, man? What do we do?
Oh, God.
We're gonna look like pussies here, man. Yes,
The
Kenny.
publicists were giving Roland all their phony apologies. Oh, we're running late. Sorry.
Phony apologies. You don't think they're sincere, Kenny?
No.
No?
Bullshitters.
Bullshitters. Shitters.
Well,
what do we do?
I don't know. Maybe he's pissing out a kidney stone, hopefully.
1 minute.
He's so nasty.
Look, everyone's excited.
1 minute. Actually, 65 seconds from.
Roland says, running
1
to
minute
you after the restroom.
On mark. Uh-oh. It's a minute. Come on. If he's that close, come on, we have to.
We're gonna look like pussies. I'm telling
Nah, wait, you know what?
I'm acknowledging.
We're really not.
We're gonna look
Because
like pussies. 9:30 was our cutoff.
if he was still in there,
We're gonna look like pussies. I'm telling you.
I would say yeah.
Then turn off your Twitter because they are gonna beat the shit out of us.
No, I don't care. Oh, Sam.
30 seconds.
What, Sam? Sam?
Not yet, but Roland said he does believe it's number 1.
He's doing a wee-wee.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
But he may just be saying that to save himself. We're down to
15.
We don't have a minute. We have 15 seconds.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
I still have
9:29
9:29 on my iPhone, which is more accurate.
1. And there it is on our studio clock. What?
9:30.
What?
He's still in the bathroom. He must be doing number 2.
Man, if he's taking a Cusack dump, that's pretty good.
Kenny.
Kenny with a little recon. Kenny's got some reconnaissance.
He just walked out of the bathroom. Hopefully, he'll have a piss stain in his pants.
Wow, Kenny.
It's still 9:30.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Yeah, you said by 9. As long as it's not 9.
All right.
What is Roland saying?
Oh no, you don't.
It's still technically 9:30. All right,
still
that's
9:30.
fair enough. But it's about to become 9:31. 15 seconds. 14.
Right there. There he
13.
comes.
Oh, he
He's a tall guy.
shit.
A little taller than I thought. Wow, that's right under the wire, right?
It really is.
Right under the wire. Yeah. Well,
John Cusack walking into the studio.
He's doing something with his coat. He's doing something with his coat.
Huh?
He's doing something with his jacket. I think. Jacket. What? Oh yeah, it's very relaxed.
What happened?
We're very relaxed.
Explaining. Just come on in.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
bite. We just did Howard. How bad can we be?
Yeah. No problem. There he is.
John
Hi,
Cusack.
John Cusack. That's
How are you?
Jimmy. Anthony, how you doing? That's
Opie. What's up, John?
You don't have to worry about Sam Roberts right there.
Huh?
Yeah. That's all right.
I don't know. Probably over the years. Yeah, I think so. I saw The Raven last night, and right
We're
off the
actually
bat.
on the air, by the way.
Yeah, we're on the air.
Yeah. I know, we just...
I'm sorry. We're kind of casual here.
Yeah.
I saw The Raven last night. I loved it.
You liked it?
Period. Yeah, I really did.
Oh, great, man.
You play Edgar Allan Poe, obviously.
Very
and it's
iconic.
It's a murder
Edgar Allan
mystery.
Poe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's shot very dark. The cinematography is really good. And a lot of blood.
Yeah, well, he was the, Godfather of Goth. He's
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started the whole Gothic horror thing. He was writing all these, nobody had really done that besides, like, the Grimm's
Oh,
brothers,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, that used to scare me as a kid, too. This
Yeah.
Grimm's fairy tales.
Right?
Pretty frightening.
You just won $20.
Why?
And knows a lot about you because he said you would say that.
No, I like the Godfather Goth.
But you said he would say that.
That's cool.
And we had a little side bet,
It,
and I just lost money.
It makes Edgar Allan Poe more,
You just knew
now.
that.
More.
Well, it has the added benefit of being true, but I have been on a press tour.
Yeah, no. No,
Guilty as charged.
I understand. Believe me. What did you
But
learn
it's true,
about Edgar?
but it is true that he started all that. So
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Hey, go see a movie," like a boring biopic about a poet, you could say, "This guy was a kind of a lunatic who started the whole horror genre stuff." And
he sounds like a manic depressive. Like he's just like a manic depressive crazy writer.
Yeah.
They're all a little bit nuts.
Yeah. But he from anywhere from Rod Serling to Stephen King.
Yeah.
You could sort of feel all this stuff he did. So I was just trying to give people context.
No,
but I was being a little lazy in the promotion.
No, we're not saying that. It's hilarious. I swear we're not saying it at all. We just had a side bet, and I lost, so I'm a little mad. That's all.
No, God.
No, what do we know about Edgar Allan Poe? Because his life was very mysterious.
Well, we knew that he went to West Point. He was a poet. He
knew Robert E. Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he actually funded his first book of poetry.
You knew that, right?
I think so, right?
Robert E. Lee?
Yeah, he funded his first book of poetry. I learned that in literature class in college.
Yeah, he funded both people he went to college. They went to college together.
Which I found very fascinating. Robert E. Lee was the one that funded Edgar Allan Poe originally.
I didn't for some reason that missed my.
Then I either failed that test or my teacher was an asshole.
Probably both.
Both, you think?
Yeah.
That's what I mean about Edgar Allan Poe, though. He is very mysterious. Like half this stuff, you don't know if it's true. Because I also heard that he was a drunk, and then some people say that he was allergic to alcohol.
Well, but I mean, I think both. He was both at the same time. I think he definitely, like, when he started drinking, he couldn't stop. So I think he went on these long binges. He's bingy.
Yeah.
Poe bingy.
You're a bigger guy than I thought you'd be. Like, not heavy, but just like you're. For some reason on film, usually it's just the opposite. But I always thought John was like a really small.
Oh, you're tall
guy. Yeah, you're a bigger dude than I. How tall are you?
6'2".
Oh, Jesus Christ! I would have thought you were 5'8" on film.
I know.
Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, bigger guy.
I don't know why, but that's probably because I play weird characters. They look
quirky.
Yeah,
quirky roles.
They don't look as.
What does this take to Edgar Allan Poe that we haven't seen in the past? Like, obviously it's fictitious, but it's based on his stories.
It's like a mixture of fact, fiction, and sort of legend. Right?
Yeah.
So it's basically like, because Poe always wrote about like the line between sanity and insanity and waking and dreaming. So it's like he was always going for that twilight, like life and death. He was always skulking around graveyards and
creep.
Well, yeah, he was. He was definitely
ghoulish.
like, he definitely was. But and so this is a film where he sort of gets wrapped up in one of his stories. That somebody starts to copycat his horror stories, and then the cops think it's Poe, and then they ask Poe to sort of deconstruct the mind of the killer who's imitating Poe, and it's like he's caught up in one of his stories. So it's kind of a fiction that you're allowed to like have Poe then talk about all of his stories.
Right. Oh, that's
and that's
pretty
all
cool,
on
yeah.
the record, so you can use like stuff he actually said. So it's kind of like that.
How do you play?
It's like a horror version of Amadeus or something, but like much more pulpy.
Yeah, the murders are based on obviously Edgar Allan Poe stories, which I found fascinating.
Yeah. You got to wonder
so it's all the stuff you read in high school. Like
Yep.
Well, I told him the Pit.
Telltale Heart, Pit and the Pendulum.
I'm not giving anything away, but the Pit and the Pendulum scene in this movie, oh my God,
it's pretty hardcore.
It's really hardcore.
I know. But you got to think like this. That's the guy. I think he'd see the Saw franchises and go, "Yep, yeah, that's mine."
Right, yeah.
He sort of he created all
I
that.
appreciate that you guys didn't hold back. I mean, that scene was
well. You couldn't, and the director James McTeague did V for Vendetta, and he's a really great director.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And he was like, "Hey, man, it's the Poe, it's the source. You got to like,
go for it.
If you do Poe halfway, you're going to be in trouble."
Right.
What do you do when you're playing a guy like that? Like, what's the first quality you said, okay, because, as an actor, you got to figure out how you're going to do it. Mm-hmm. What's the first quality you kind of picked out and associated with him that you at least wanted to portray?
I think he probably the overwhelming kind of thing was his sort of sense of he was sort of an anguished kind of guy. And I think he was, so I think, you had to have that sort of weird sadness or that part of him that didn't really want to go, he was very rebellious and, that's sort of what made him sort of an icon, I mean, it's like, how like Kurt Cobain was so, he was definitely like fucked up and sad, but charismatic.
Right.
I think that's how
for his day, for the 1800s.
Yeah, I think
it is odd.
I think he was like a really just a different cat.
And he had
a rock star.
He had a track.
He was a bit of that, like for the day. He was he was super famous because he had written The Raven, and it was world famous. And he went to the White House drunk, but there's no copyright, so he couldn't get paid. So he got like paid a couple bucks for it, and then he was living in a hovel. So he's like famous, but so he's always destitute, and all the women in his life always died early. And
it's amazing.
He's kind of a tragic guy.
You got to wonder if anybody in that time thought almost a couple hundred years later that he'd be portrayed like this in a medium that he couldn't possibly even understand. Like, it's odd when you think of so much time going by and somebody still having such an influence on people.
Yeah, yeah. And but he was
cool.
also like, he would do these things like, he did all these different genres where he'd do like these science fiction hoaxes and stuff. And so they say that he influenced Jules Verne. So he'd do these stories about like balloons that went to outer space in the 1800s and pretend they were real. And then he would do all these kind of crazy stories.
Wow.
You know? He was out there.
Yeah. Was his wife 13 when he got married?
I think.
Wow.
I think he was 26 and she was 13.
13.
Oh, it was a different time.
Well, yeah, but then Jerry Lee Lewis did it, so things didn't change that much, to be honest.
But my question is, was it accepted back then? Or did society look at this guy like, what a creep?
I think everybody lived a lot. They didn't live as long.
Right.
So it's probably right on the border. But yeah.
Get it while you can.
But the incest thing, too, his first cousin, or was that more acceptable then, too?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, 'cause I've heard
Without
it was his
the
first cousin.
ability to sext, it was very hard to find girls back then. You had to stay within your family,
Within your town.
There was no Twitter.
I think he was like, you know, maybe it's just because I sort of played him and studied him, but I think he was more like he just wanted to. I think he wanted anybody to moor him down. Like he wanted the company of women, you know, more than he was like a playboy or.
Oh, okay,
or a
yeah,
rogue.
yeah.
I think he just needed like somebody to like keep him, you know, sane. So he just needed like a home base.
Someone
he needed
there.
a woman to take care of him because he'd be like have to recover from his binges and stuff.
I know what that's like. Sometimes you're home alone and you're just like with your own thoughts. I don't like that at all.
And a bad
I hate
hangover.
being alone with my thoughts.
It's called being a codependent.
Oh,
where
right.
You need somebody else there all the time to kind of help you through
To
your
help me?
alcohol. Yeah.
Well, I like to take a drink or two every so often, but not.
No, but I mean for him too. It's like if you need a woman there to kind of nurse you back to health, that's like what codependents do.
Yeah, I think that's what his deal was with the women.
Yeah.
Are you still kickboxing?
Yeah, I still do that.
You really been doing that for 20 years?
Yeah.
That's one of those things like you always stare back. You're like, I wish I
It's
would
so
have
strange
started
to
that.
swear on the radio.
I know.
It is. It has been.
Was
Yeah.
it hard for you guys when you started? Like, to like not think, oh my god, I just totally screwed
It just seemed so wrong because with all the equipment's the same as when we were on regular terrestrial radio. So
I thought we were on regular terrestrial radio. I forgot. I was like,
oh shit, we are. And then when you're talking into the microphone, there's just something in your head that says you shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
And then you kind of get used to it
And then
after
you just
a while.
forget, I guess.
Yeah. Every other word though when we first started was like fuck, because it was just kind of a novelty.
what
and
was
now
the
it's basic
what was
conversation.
the most used swear for the first month?
I think fuck.
It's got to be
Yeah.
fuck. Fuck's always the
Because
number one
just
curse.
regular conversation, you kind of use it a lot.
Shit comes
Some
out a lot
cases.
too. Yeah, that's one you just say all the time. It'd be awful. It's like a really horrible one. Not cunt.
Yeah, that one.
That was by far the
You guys
most
are
common.
hardcore.
I just think it's very odd that
I like
so
cunt.
many
I
people
like
are,
cunt because the Brits use it as a
just
compliment.
Yeah.
You cunt.
Fucking cunt. Yeah, I like that too. It's just one of those things though that like people that get tripped up and they curse and they're like, oh, we heard that guy curse. But that's how people kind of really talk. Not all the time, but it is peppered into people's conversation. And I think it's hypocritical to say like, you know, oh, that person, I heard them swear. It's like,
But what
probably
do
did too.
Brits call girls then?
A bird.
No, when they're mad. I mean, seriously. That's like we have talked. That's the atom bomb in
it's
America.
the atomic bomb in an argument with a girl in America. Yeah.
So what do the Brits
Yeah,
use?
that's
what word do they
that's
use?
a big one.
That's DEFCON 5.
Yeah.
But what do they use to replace that word in Britain?
For a bad for like
No,
a
instead of
yeah.
because if you could say con and it's no big deal and you really want to get to a woman like some of us do here in America, what's the word?
Not trollop.
Does anyone know?
Some people are saying trollop. What year is this?
Oh, whatever.
Trollop is
trollop.
I think they wouldn't get mad at that one.
No, that almost sounds fun and sexy.
Yeah.
She's a trollop.
She's a trollop.
Ooh, you little trollop.
What else you want to say
Do
about?
you watch? Oh,
I want to ask him about the movie because you never know what you should talk about because you want to see people to see this. So what else you want to talk about as far as the Raven goes?
Well,
I mean, I personally really liked it. I'll tell you this much: you guys didn't, you went all in even with the ending, which I like too.
Yeah,
because Hollywood maybe would have taken a different spin on that. In
no,
general,
no, we didn't.
You went all in, and I appreciate that as a guy that likes watching films.
I think it's like a thriller, horror, mystery, and it's based on the guy who sort of started the genres.
Right.
So I think if you like all those types of movies, you'll find it kind of. I think it delivers on that end, and hopefully it delivers on. You can see where it all sort of came from, and you can see sort of one of the originators of the whole, the whole craze. But that's just the history of it. But then I think it just works as like
as a movie,
as
the opening scene had me hooked. I'm like, all right,
horror suspense thriller. You know, that's sort of what it is.
But
But, but it's a little smarter because Poe is smarter. He was like he was real literate.
Did you meet with Stephen King when you were doing 1408? Did you ever?
I never met with
you
him.
Didn't
but
meet
we were. I was always nervous, you know, when he saw the movie. That,
oh, really?
Well, because it's like it's his thing. It's his story. So, so like when I made High Fidelity, and the most nervous I was when Nick Hornby saw it. I was like, if it sucks, it's okay. You know, I'm sorry.
Let me know when I apologize. The good thing about Stephen King, though,
he liked 1408.
That was a fucking scary movie, man. That was a really scary film.
I think if you like 1408, you'll like.
There you go.
It's. And I think King, actually King, he came out and said that he liked The Raven too.
Well, I want to say that.
Very cool.
I want to say that for you. You're downplaying it. Stephen King said that John is brilliant as Poe in this movie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow, that is pretty goddamn
Stephen
cool right
King
there.
He's the master of. He's the modern day Poe.
He's a little wordy though. Let's be honest. I mean, some of these books are a little wordy.
A lot of times his films, if he has too much of a hand in them, aren't as good. Like The Shining, he hated, but that was just because Kubrick did what he wanted to do with it. And 1408 was a really scary movie that kind of stayed true to the book. Like I fucking really like that movie a lot.
I like creepy movies like that.
I think he gets he's such an amazing writer. He just gets a bad rap, I think, from like critics and stuff.
I think because he's so well known and well sold.
But you know why? I think it's one other thing is because in his writing, like some of the writers, they never use brand names. Right, because they think it's so, and he's like, the Colgate, like he just uses Pepsi and all that stuff, so it's like feels pop. But if you look at the writing, he's a great writer.
He's a great writer of nonfiction too.
I mean, even that movie Stand By Me, I was in another Stephen King thing, and it's like
it's
a great story. So he's a terrific writer, man.
People think they're being intellectual by smashing him. Like it's like
I think
snobbery.
that's right. I think totally right. And because he writes, he puts brand names into his narratives, and like good writers don't do that. And, but that's just what he does.
And it makes it a lot more relatable and natural, and you can kind of get a lot more in depth with the characters if they're using the same shit you use. They're doing the same. He has a way of humanizing his characters really well, and then putting them in horrific situations.
And it's people that enjoy him. A lot of people don't want to think, hey, I enjoy something that all these average people enjoy because that somehow makes me average. So they like to feel smarter than by just shitting on him.
I think that's right.
He's a great writer.
And I think like whenever you're doing like a movie or something, and you can. When I was doing that 1408, he made a 25-page short story, and we kept go back into that thing and pull stuff from it. Seemingly endlessly, because he's just such a great writer.
That's great.
But I disagree with him on The Shining, though. I thought like Stephen King did a version of The Shining.
I like The Shining too.
It was amazing.
I sort of disagree with King too on that, just because I just love that movie.
I think now he's come around with it. I think once you let time decide, I mean, now it's a classic. The Shining. It's just one of those movies that
Well, sometimes you have you can have an experience with somebody creatively that is not really good, and then you just sort of, you that sort of colors how you view the thing. It's like they poison the screen. They poison the movie.
Who you talking about?
Perhaps Kubrick was difficult.
Maybe it's Kubrick, and I don't know. Maybe he had an experience here and sort of poisoned his viewing of the film. Maybe he didn't like the way he was treated or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't have as much input, I think, as he wanted, and Kubrick totally changed. Like you have a vision of something you create, and you kind of want to see it portrayed that way.
Right.
But on the screen, you couldn't have made that a more frightening film.
Yeah, you got to respect what Kubrick did with that.
Yeah,
film.
he wasn't supposed to kill Scatman Crothers.
Right, but you got to respect.
That's right.
He's supposed to chase him with a fucking mallet, not an axe. And also, they were hedge animals and not a hedge. But it's harder to make into a movie in 1980. Right. Hedge animals. There was no CGI.
Yeah, that's true.
Although the scariest movie still is The Exorcist, I think.
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah,
it's like.
And that
it's
is
like
just
Wayne Gretzky's hockey stats and everybody else. Nobody else comes close.
Yeah. How do you what do you attribute that your long success from, especially from child actor to now? Do you see a lot of luck in there, or did you have some kind of plan that kind of got you through?
Both, but a lot of luck.
A lot of luck?
I think
so. Because some people really crash and burn. I mean, there's been multitude of stories about that.
Yeah.
You've had a great career that spanned, quite a few years from when you were a kid till now. It's it really is amazing.
No, it's a lot of luck. I started off when I was in the right place, the right time, and at the right different moments, I've gotten to work with really good people. So I think I work hard. I give it my best, but it's a lot of it's luck. You know?
Your first makeout scene, were you nervous doing that? I've done one, and it was fucking horrendous for her.
He didn't like it either. Oh,
yeah, it's a little weird because it's technical in a weird way, you know. So it's not as.
That's what everybody says. Yeah.
It's not, you know. Yeah, it's much more technical.
Did you talk about it first, or did you just do it, or did you go like, look, should we use tongue or should we not use tongue? Because I actually talked it over with him. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't remember. It was a while ago, but I don't think we talked about it. I think I just sort of went with
just
it.
kind of
just get in there.
Yeah. I just wanted to discuss it with a girl first. Do you watch UFC?
No, I'm much more of a boxing fan.
Oh, okay.
I don't like. I just think once it gets to the ground, I don't like seeing guys getting smashed on the ground. I just, I think if you go down, I like the idea of,
get back on your feet,
a knockout, and then the 10 count, and I just don't like the grounded pound thing.
So when you kickbox, you use more your feet or more your hands?
Yeah, it's stand up fighting.
What's that?
Stand up, like more stand up.
Okay, but you can kick though, right?
Yeah, feet and hands.
Are you black belt?
I don't know. I suppose I am. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's a guy who can really fight. Like, are you a black belt? Like, I'm not sure. I guess you'd call it that.
You want him to kick you, Jimmy?
No, I don't.
I've been training with a guy for 20 years, 25 years, who is one of the greatest in the world, the greatest who ever lived, Benny the Jet.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
So,
didn't he train Duff McKagan too?
Yeah, he's trained a lot of good guys, but he's a one percenter. He's a one percenter of those guys. So he's just an amazing guy to be around, and stretches. And I've worked with some of his fighters for a long time, but he does grappling, he does all that stuff. I just like I always loved boxing growing up.
Have you had to use it?
I'll be very into when Floyd Mayweather fights Cotto. I'm going to be right there. I think I'd love to see the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. I just love great fighting.
Do you think Mayweather's avoiding that fight? Because it seems to me like
I don't think so. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe they're just trying to push it up so they get the huge money.
Get the money up.
I think.
But boxing has done that for so long. That's why UFC has taken off almost, because a lot of times the boxing matches you want to see take so long to get to.
That's true.
And it's like just the guys in the business end of it have made it harder to, because everybody wants to see Mayweather.
And they also, they always screw it up. They should get the best fighters fighting each other. They know how to put on good fights, but
yeah. It's always been that way though with boxing. Yeah. It's been more about the show than the actual event,
But then every once in a while, like you get one of the great boxing matches, and there's nothing better. I mean, there just isn't.
They're remembered forever.
Sport.
Yeah.
We had Frazier in, and he was for.
You see those documentaries?
The Thrill of Manila,
of course.
But it really humanizes him a lot more, and you realize, like, wow, Ali was a prick sometimes. Even though I love Ali, it's like, yeah, he was a prick.
It's fun. Those are such great documentaries, and it's like you're doing the Poe thing, and it's like this is one version of Poe, and then Lou Reed's got his version of Poe. And like, there's going to be another version of Poe, and it's like there's one Ali, and then there's the Ali from the Frazier documentary.
Yeah.
Then there's the Ali and the Larry and Muhammad, that's 30 on 31 on ESPN. Do you see that?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Check that one out.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's when Larry Holmes had to fight Muhammad Ali, and he was 38, and he was was already showing signs of the wear and tear.
Yeah.
And it was like his people were sort of pushing him in, and they were milking that last cash cow.
Yeah.
And Larry Holmes is real
terrible.
Didn't Larry not want to hurt him?
Yeah, he was just so conflicted about him, and it's another portrait. It's another angle and all that. There's some great docs.
Didn't Larry Holmes, when they were fighting,
When We Were Kings?
Oh, that's one of the most
that's
amazing ones.
If you want to, that's everything
amazing.
you know about boxing.
Oh,
it's right
amazing.
there.
Didn't he not want? Didn't he say to the referee that you got to stop? Didn't he not want to keep fighting Ali? Because he trained with him, and When We Were Kings, he was his training partner.
Right,
he loved Ali.
Yeah.
And he just didn't want. He was afraid he was going to hurt him.
Yes.
Is it tough to see Ali like he is?
Yeah.
It really is, right? I understand people get old and shit happens, but with Ali, you just don't want to see him like that.
Yeah, I think the Parkinson's has gotten really bad now.
It's brutal to see. They brought him out for the first pitch down there in Florida. I was like, I didn't want to see that, man.
Yeah. George Foreman, too, is another guy that I loved. And I loved his comeback and the whole thing of his comeback.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
We met him. His fist is as big as your head.
Yeah.
I've never seen a fist bigger in my life.
Did you like him before then, though? Like before he became like the lovable guy, or when
I
he
liked both, because I thought he was just a great fighter. But then I thought when he came back to win the heavyweight championship 20 years removed from each other, that's probably the most underrated thing to do in history of sports.
Yeah, huge, and just a movie moment. Really, that shouldn't happen.
But that's not possible.
Yeah,
45 to 25. I mean,
that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen. It's one of those things that only happen in the movies. Yeah.
They're telling us John has to wrap. I'm getting that.
He's a busy guy, too.
John, I'll tell you this much. I saw the movie. I want to say it again. I really, really enjoyed it. Enjoyed
great.
your performance. I think people are going to really dig this movie.
I would love to have seen it, but we only got one copy.
Oh, man.
We only got one copy.
Well,
now you got to go to the
comes
theater.
out next week.
A week from Friday, right?
And I read,
Friday.
I read in the paper you're doing something, I think, today at the Apple Store in Soho.
I guess so.
Yeah,
but it's cool. You're going to, what the paper's saying is you're going to go down there and just talk about the movie in front of a crowd. That's all right, man.
I guess so.
A little different.
Wherever they take me.
So basically, you're going to have to make up some stuff.
That's great.
And it's at John Cusack on Twitter, just to promote the Twitter, too.
Can I say that I just love your sister in Shameless, by the way.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Her character in that is just amazing.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk to her someday. But I'm just
She'll
saying.
come on.
I always think that's got to be a unique thing, having two very successful actors in the family. And, when you do sit down at a family moment, kind of go, hey, you see my show? Hey, see my movie?
Yeah, it's also nice, too, because it's, she's my sis and I love her and she's so great. So it's always you.
I'm always thinking the nasty
You always
end
get
of it.
like a reflected glow, because everybody loves my sister. So, yeah, she's great.
It's not competitive at all?
Yeah.
No, because I don't know. She's a girl. She's not taking my roles.
Right.
I don't want to play the girl on Shameless. But I just know I'm not competitive with my.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right, we got to get him out.
Yeah, well, I want to see the
John,
movie,
thanks
and it's
so much,
The
man.
Raven, April 27th.
Right, John Cusack. Everyone.
All right, you've heard about it. You've waited 4 long hours for it. And now the moment you've waited for rears its ugly nose. Head after Opie and Anthony Live is coming up next.